God.
And one.
Oh, this one is hitting so hard.
Jacob's so bad.
I can't believe this.
Oh, we're dead. Nobody wants to shoot the ball. Look at this shit. Bye, Miss American, bye. No. I bet you can bet the under right now. It's fucking like 100.
And why? Good for him.
It should be in business.
What'd you say?
Should be in business. It's not live or anything, but like, come over here. So this will show us like the live feed of what's happening. It's a couple of seconds behind, but basically shows you what people can see.
Okay.
But see how it's smooth now?
Yeah.
It look good.
Do you think our voices will match up with
The video?
the video?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Let's at least send the feed out to our fucking group chat and to Odie and fucking. And then can you? Does anyone?
Odie will see how it looks.
Oh, it'll be the first one. Hello.
I got you.
It's not publicly live though. I'm gonna wait for Eddie to come back.
Yo.
Hey,
check on
the YouTube. We're gonna see if it's working.
Right now?
Like in
a minute.
Just text me how the feed looks.
Okay.
And if you want to get on live, call me, brother. We can hear you.
No, I'm gonna get on, but just give me a second.
All right.
Oh, Chauncey Billups, you are trash.
Oh my God,
these motherfuckers missing free throws, Jacob.
Dead in the
water,
water,
man.
Okay, we gotta get this. Are we ready to go?
Can't miss as many shots as the Trailblazers. Clippers. And one. Fucking A. Fuck, baby, fuck.
See that guy? Damn it. That guy's hilarious. See that guy?
Yeah. Alright. We're good.
Let me know when we're ready to go.
Alright. I'm gonna make it public in a couple seconds. 3, 2. Public now.
There we go. Thank you everyone for joining us. Sorry for the slight delay, but like we say, we are a work in progress. But I think hopefully we got this thing set up right. But welcome everybody to Nobodies with the mic. This is episode 8. And to my right, I got my main man Rafa here.
What up?
We got a producer Eddie Money. And then we got a phone call.
Odie.
Our number one fan. And then our guest for the day, Hawks on the Cove, and he doesn't care. Hawks on the Cove, and I don't care. But I just want to thank everybody. Please, I believe we're on YouTube Live right now. We're going to try to go in and out with Instagram Live, but episode 8. And we are your gambling show of record. We are also your wine show of record. The Scotch.
Turn up your phone. Ringer.
Oh. This damn iPhone. I hate iPhones. And then also, yeah, your scotch. So what are you drinking over there,
Rafa? I'm drinking cigar malt tonight. Dalmore. Thanks to another great bet with Mr. Eddie.
Yes, so I am and forever with Rafa. We did bet the modern day St. John Bosco game on Friday night. And like a jackass, that's why I'm wearing my Bosco little vest here. I took St. John Bosco. I took modern day. And I set the line at 3. And I set the line at 3. And Rafa wasn't too impressed with the modern day quarterback, which he had the worst game of.
Surprisingly, the first time I see him, he looked like shit.
So sometimes when you have a little bit of mush in you, you have to.
So you did that too?
I did that.
You did that too.
And I wanted St. John Bosco. I wanted St. John Bosco to win. So I took one for the team. We bet a bottle of scotch. So this show again is costing me shit of money again. But congratulations to St. John Bosco. And not this week, but the following week, they will be in the state championship, which is a joke because the real state championship was last Friday. And it was the national championship. So that game, they play that twice a year. It's the league championship, the state championship, and the national championship.
All in one.
It's a fact. How crazy is that shit? So I think they're playing San Mateo, which
60-0.
home of
Nobody knows.
Tom Brady.
We don't talk about Tom Brady.
That's true. He's a goat hater. He's a goat hater, but yes. That game is next Friday, and I think it's here in the south somewhere. They're not going all the way to the north. I forget where it is. Saddleback College. Yeah, Saddleback College, and is that my phone still ringing? Yeah, my bad. Everyone wants to know what's going on.
You can't get his fat little finger.
It's definitely not little. It's definitely a huge fat. I got it. So.
Got man.
Yes. These are concrete cutting hands.
He's got a little Vienna sausage.
That's not the first person that's called my fingers Vienna sausages.
There we go.
For sure. So, yes, so that's what we're drinking here. I am drinking one of the most incredible bottles of wine, and if you're on the younger side, 21 to 25, and you're going to take a nice young lady out and you want to impress, this, I suggest, is a bottle that you break out. Even if she doesn't drink wine, she's going to like this bottle. Camus, it's a little more on the pricey side, but even my wife, who doesn't drink wine, she loves Camus. Your wife loves Camus. It's just one of the best bottles of wine you could find, and that's my advice to you, to the young men who are going to take their ladies out on a nice date. Go ahead and splurge in a restaurant. They're going to bang you for like $275. This bottle's $99, but at a restaurant, it's freaking, the markup's unbelievable.
Yes, it is.
So what else? We always like to say this is not financial advice, right?
Don't be a loser.
Don't be a loser. Gamble what you can afford. And then I think that takes care of the housekeeping, Rafa.
There it is.
What do we got on the menu for this show?
Oh, well, we can talk about how our blue chips were so close yet so far. So we were 3-5 last week, but we're still 24-20 on the season.
24-20. That's a big winner.
We're still up 4 units. If we go through the games real quick, Duke, terrible.
Yes.
The Duke over. We missed that by a hair.
Yeah, that was bad.
Let's not talk about the Oregon game. What happened to Oregon?
That was a disaster.
That was one of the worst.
They just gave him the game.
I've ever seen.
They gave him the game. And then I'm listening to the game. Oh, Oregon State took this game. Nobody took them up. They gave them the game. They scored 60. They scored 21 points on like 60
yards, yes.
Of
yep.
offense.
Not only that, but they scored 28 unanswered.
Yeah.
28 unanswered.
I think it was 3 drives. You total them up, they were like 60-plus yards. More than 7.
Did Van Pelt talk about that in Bad Beats? I mean, was that considered a bad beat?
No, he had some other ones.
I love that segment.
That's the best segment.
That's a pretty good segment.
That's a pretty good segment.
I don't watch ESPN very much, but I do like his Bad Beats.
I saw the Oregon basketball bad beat.
Oh, there was an Oregon.
There's always basketball bad beats.
Basketball is backdoor heavy.
Because it's free throws at the end of the game. It's the worst.
It is.
So we got to backdoor touchdown in the Giants game to cover.
That was the best.
That was great because it always happens against you. So when it happens for you, you get excited.
Yeah, man. I was like, we have a minute 13 to backdoor cover this, and we hit it.
We get the missed field goal. We get to cover.
And let's talk about Jacob's Thanksgiving play.
That parlay banger. The squad parlay.
The squad parlay hit.
The squad parlay, I think it was a 4-teamer or 5-teamer?
Brazil,
Portugal,
Giants plus 10.
And the
Vikings
Vikings
minus 2.5. That one, I was kind of splitting it out. It was close until the end.
It was close on all fronts.
Did you guys see the numbers on Thanksgiving?
That was crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah,
because both teams are actually fucking relevant.
Yes.
So since they're both relevant,
New York, Dallas, and they're both relevant.
Right, they were both 7-3.
Against the Cowboys.
It was a good. If you watch that game, the first half Giants owned it.
Oh yeah.
Like, when you bet the Giants, you were like, "Oh,
we're good. We're solid." And then second
Dallas
half, it just
popped them in the mouth.
fell off.
Like, oh shit.
So are the Cowboys? I mean, are they the real deal? Where would you rank them right now in the NFC?
I'd give them top 5 for sure.
NFC?
Yeah,
I give top 5 in the NFL.
Oh yeah. NFL.
If I go top 5 in the NFL, no particular order, Chiefs number 1.
Chiefs,
Chiefs, Dolphins,
Bills,
Eagles, Dallas, Bills.
That's all right there.
Right.
That's all right there.
And then the Niners.
Oh yeah.
I love the Niners. I think the Niners are the best team in the NFC. That's my opinion. Record may not show it.
I agree with that.
They play the Dolphins this weekend at home.
That's going to be a great game.
That's going to be an awesome game. I like the Niners though in the NFC.
Because that head coach,
I thought it was Chargers.
No, Chargers Raiders this week. We're going to beat Chargers Raiders.
The head coach
next week got flexed. Chargers Dolphins.
The head coach came from the 49ers, right?
That's going to be an awesome game.
He's a hilarious dude.
McDaniels?
Yeah, McDaniel.
Yeah.
He's so freaking funny.
To me, he's super cringe.
I like him.
I love him.
Nerdy.
He is super nerdy.
He gives you that Russell Wilson feel?
He does.
I like him.
He has a little bit.
Nobody has a little bit of Russell Wilson.
A little bit where it's like, come on, guys.
No.
A little cringe.
No one's that bad. So we are 24-20 in our blue chips. That's I don't know.
Record.
That's a winning record, people. You can't complain about that. Eddie Money in our props. Ultimate mush the props big time.
Those props are dying quick.
The props were although people
the Waddle prop would have hit, by the way, which you didn't like this week.
Which one?
The Waddle receiving yards, 85 he had.
Oh yeah.
That would have hit you, which you didn't like.
So
he had that in the first half, I think, because those guys.
I think Schultz was the only one that you hit.
No, Schultz didn't.
No, but he got 2 touchdowns, so he wasn't involved.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns.
He had like 4 yards.
31 yards. He was like 6 yards away from hitting it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The other tight end had a big play, the Ferguson guy on Dallas.
Yeah.
But you want to get into the hot topic of the week? Today the panel got together and they came out with the top 4 or top 6? Top 6 teams, and I don't think there's any surprises.
No.
Right? It's
nobody was shocked.
Georgia, Michigan, which we should touch on because no one gave Michigan a chance.
Only Jacob.
Only me. I put it out there.
Odie said Jacob's a log.
Eddie's also on the big.
I did say it. You just kept on going right past him, and 8. You should have took the money line.
I said money line, but I couldn't.
If anyone took the money line, please comment in the comments and don't be lying because that would have been a great money line bet.
It would have been nice, almost as good as Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, that's one of the best bets of all time.
That was the drunk bet we called it, right?
$20.
$20, 500,
Saudi Arabia banger.
$522 holla.
So Michigan and then TCU and USC.
Yes.
Now, how do you feel? How do you feel? Hold on, Jay. How do you feel about TCU getting the 3rd spot? I'm not in love with that.
They were at 4 and they won.
Yeah, and they're undefeated.
They won. They covered. By
a lot.
Because even though the committee doesn't look at it, at least we publicly don't know that they look at it. I don't think they do, probably, right? But somebody's got to say, oh, they beat the shit out of Iowa State. They were only favored by 20, whatever, and they won by 40. Right? I mean, I don't know if it means something. I don't like that.
Points matter, I feel like.
I think you have to beat the crap out of the garbage
If points
teams.
matter, then, you barely beat Baylor.
Well, USC...
Right, that's on the road, and they were underdogs.
They were underdogs.
That all matters. Like, a friend of ours here, your cousin, who swears by, they lost. Like, he hates Alabama. So, which is sitting at number 6, by the way. Who knows how they have 2 losses?
Yeah.
But
Listen,
if USC loses,
Bama's better than USC.
I know, but I'm saying
Close your eyes.
Bama
Bama's
might
better.
get in.
Bama's not getting in.
You don't think it's possible?
You know who needs to lose? Fucking everybody.
Bama,
Take a bomb and just blow up
Both top 4.
Michigan, Ohio State, and then they can get in.
But Bama barely beat a Texas on the
agree.
3rd string quarterback.
Agreed.
I mean, they looked horrible.
Agreed. I agree with you.
But you still think they're better?
Roster-wise?
Roster-wise, they're better.
100%. Let me ask you something. If Nick Saban had 2 weeks or 3 weeks to prepare for any one of those top 4 bums, you don't think he's coming out? You don't think he's coming to play? He's the best coach. There's no doubt about it.
That's why a mobile quarterback who can throw, that's decent, is the ultimate trump card. Like the NFL has to. I heard Collinsworth say this last night. Collinsworth is like, listen, everybody, it has gone to the point where if you don't have a mobile quarterback that can get you a first down, a la Allen, Mahomes.
There's a lot of guys.
Jalen Hurts.
Not Lamar, because Jalen Hurts, Dak Prescott.
But even like a Heineke. A Heineke can get you a first down.
Bro.
He's him.
He's in a group of his own, right?
Yeah.
He's 6-1 against the spread.
He's a Heineke, bro.
Heineke.
6-1. He's a cover machine.
Who's gonna mush him?
Oh, right now, that's it. It's over.
Right now, bet against him this next week.
Zach said Bama doesn't deserve their spot. They won't beat Georgia.
Georgia's the number 1 team in the country. Georgia's the number 1 team in the country, but you give Nick Saban 2 or 3 weeks to get them boys ready.
It'd be a good game.
Everybody wants to watch Bama. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Okay, there's no doubt. You want to watch them to lose. You want to watch them to win. Okay, when Kobe was terrible, that team that he had was trash. What did the NBA do? Send us that garbage Kwame Brown who can't even catch the ball.
Toaster hands.
He couldn't receive the ball from the
worst
referee at a free throw.
The worst
He fucking
hands.
fumbling the shit. He had Roberto Duran was hands of steel. So was that man.
Manos de piedra.
Manos de piedra. That was Kwame Brown, and they just gave him to the Lakers so the Lakers can be relevant again. Because people wanted to watch the Lakers. People want to watch Bama.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but they do. They bring all the talent, the coach, it's there.
So back to the top 4. If SC wins, they're in no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to fucking win.
Is there any way they can get to number 3 if obviously if
TCU has to lose?
But no, I'm saying if TCU wins.
By how much? How impressive.
They play
this Utah
Texas
game.
or Kansas State?
They play Kansas State.
Okay.
And they're only favored by 2.5, by the way.
Really?
I mean, we say
Kansas
this.
State can throw it.
They can play.
They can play.
They can play.
We've been saying this every freaking week.
For the last 3 weeks.
We've
They're going to fucking lose.
We've been preying on their downfall for so long.
Since they beat Texas. They beat Texas 10-3 or whatever it was.
Yes.
We thought they were going to lose to Texas. Then they played Baylor. We thought they were going to lose to Baylor.
They barely squeaked that one out with 4 seconds left.
The committee wanted them to lose because there would not be a conversation. Ohio State would be in at this point.
Yeah.
But Ohio State looked really bad.
The first half, they
looked
good.
Race.
It was 3 home run plays in a row. You can't allow it.
Yeah.
How does a guy run on 3rd and 10 an 8-yard comeback route?
Yeah.
And you're slipping him, and he houses it for 60 yards.
And it wasn't even Corum, or it wasn't even the best
running back. No, it was
back.
out to the receiver.
Yeah.
It was out to the receiver. They gave up too many home run plays. They couldn't recover. Their offensive play call. Like, I hate that. 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. You're throwing it 50 yards down the field. What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing? Your quarterback's like 6'3". Run the ball.
That is such a. That seems to be like the norm now on a
third down,
on
like
a 4th and
1,
3.
4th and 2.
People are taking shots down the field,
on 4th
and I don't get it.
After you miss that, there's no other shot. Mm-hmm. There's no other shot. Like, I want to take a shot, yeah. If I'm rolling out and my tight end, who's like the 3rd tight end on the roster, is over there like 8 yards down the field, and there's nobody within 10 yards of him, that's where I'm taking a shot.
Yeah.
If not, give me the comeback route. Give me the quick out.
Yeah.
Give me the drag across.
Run the ball.
What's
I
up?
agree.
Yeah. What's up, Eddie Money? What do you got for us?
Oh, you said that people like the underdogs until they get to the championship game, then it's garbage.
100%. Last year, Michigan was trash. TCU's going to be trash. Okay. Cincinnati was a fucking joke.
That was
okay.
Yeah.
Who did we have before? Oklahoma.
Yeah, they were
trash.
Bad.
Every time
Washington got in, I think 1 year, and
that was a debacle. I mean, those teams.
Speaking of Cincinnati, Luke Finkel, now the head coach of Wisconsin. What do you think about that? I mean, he took Cincinnati to the playoffs last year. I think that's a great hire.
Yeah, it's Wisconsin.
Yeah.
It's
You're not gonna-
Wisconsin.
Dude, they recruit.
You will always
They
get-
recruit big-ass white dudes to play basketball and offensive line.
And
That's
great
it.
running backs.
Fat running backs, Ron Dane.
Ron, Great Dane, baby.
Melvin Gordon.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, Melvin Gordon wasn't fat, but he just fumbles everywhere.
He was good.
Picked up by the
back in
Chiefs,
the
by
day.
the way.
I mean, I'm just saying, I think that's a great hire.
Oh yeah, for Wisconsin, it's a great hire.
For a
them.
Wisconsin, are you kidding?
Yeah.
For Wisconsin, it's great. It's like hiring their Nick Saban.
Who else got hired? Auburn.
Auburn went with another Ole Miss. That's
Yes.
probably the confusing part of the whole story.
Hugh Freeze.
Hugh Freeze previously coached, Liberty before that was Ole Miss.
Yes, and
So-
and he did beat you call the best college football coach of all time.
I don't need to call it. It's common
And
knowledge.
he beat him twice.
It's common knowledge. Is it not common knowledge?
Yeah.
How many national titles do you need to win for you to be the best?
It is.
No, yeah, he's.
I mean,
It
how many?
is.
You can't argue that for sure.
No.
Like, who's the best
I
head
mean,
coach ever in the NFL?
Bill Belichick.
Bill Belichick.
Right? Nobody denies it
Yeah.
No,
because
You
he's won a
can't
gazillion
you
championships.
can't argue it.
Same thing with Nick Saban.
You can't argue it. So so that's a hire. Finkel got the job at Wisconsin. Hugh Freeze back at Auburn. I don't think that's gonna take them to where they want to go. We were looking for more of a splash. Like
You were thinking Dion.
I just think he's gonna get a big job somewhere. And I know you think he's going to Florida State.
I just, if I'm a school,
Yeah.
I cannot commit to him
Yeah.
like that
I hear you.
because he will walk. That's the only problem. I think he's great. And he's great for the game, and he's great for
Yeah.
the kids, and he's awesome for any community that he's in. Wherever
Yeah.
it may be, he's great. But I just don't think, if I'm at least an SEC school,
Yeah.
to give him a job like that. Like, I'm Missouri, sure. Because
So-
you're Missouri. Kentucky, those type of schools, where you're the second tier of the SEC,
Yeah.
sure. But not Auburn or Ole Miss or
LSU. Yeah.
Texas A&M, Florida.
Speaking of LSU, Texas A&M, I mean, you should have called that, Rafa. That was going to be so obvious that this is a game that
Trap game.
I called it. I said
Trap
they're
game.
gonna lose.
Yeah.
They're gonna lose.
This is just
Ultimate trap game for them.
Jumbo Fisher, man. He just continues to save his job, and I don't know.
Dude, he's 5-7 with the number one. Jimbo just can't do it.
He just can't do it, man.
He should take some time off.
He should.
Wait a year or two, and then he can get another job. But he's got to take a break.
Yeah, because he's
He
under.
can recruit.
He can recruit.
He can recruit.
And they're giving
Well,
him money.
no, he can pay.
Well, hey, he's smart with his money. The business
Yeah.
man.
Yep. So let's finish off with the playoffs here. Any scenarios, Rafa? I mean, that
I think SU wins. I
Okay.
think it's because we're going to the game. It's hard to beat a good team twice, and Utah already beat them. Luckily,
Yeah.
Misplay, ref, whatever. I didn't see the game, to be honest.
Well, hopefully, I'll tell you about the game. The tight end from Utah had 15 catches and like 200 yards.
Ooh.
Hopefully, they have figured out our main man, defensive coordinator. I forget his name from SC. Hopefully, they double the freaking tight end because
the
he
back
had
is
the
out,
career
right?
game.
Is the back not playing?
The back for Utah is
Yeah.
not playing. He just usually you wait till a bowl game. This
Usually
dude,
you play this game. At least
yes,
it's a Pac-12 title.
yes. So it's getting earlier and earlier now, where he says, "I'm getting ready for the NFL draft."
Now,
He's
if
not
you're a teammate of his, and he's not even a first round,
even,
right?
dude. Yeah,
Is he a first round pick?
I don't think so.
There's no
So if
way
he's
he
your
is.
teammate and you've grinded
Yeah,
and
and
Oregon
they're
folded like a
they're
chair
playing and they're playing for more than just a chance. They
they
dedicated
win
the
this, they
season
get a New Year's Six bowl. They dedicated the season right.
to the two guys
Right.
that died. Like, wow, they have to be pissed off, man.
Right.
At least play in the championship, get a championship, and then don't play the bowl game
Right,
because you're not going to make the playoff anyways.
right.
So that's a big slap in the face. That was shocking. But you said the line for this game is still 2.5,
It is now 3.
3.5. USC -3 in Vegas.
We will be there.
Compliments of
The win.
the wonderful win, the most beautiful friggin' casino and hotel in Las Vegas. In my opinion, I don't think what would be a close second.
Resort World.
Resort World.
Although the rooms are garbage.
Yeah.
It's just like staying at a fancy Hilton. The rooms, they really are. I've stayed there a couple times. The rooms suck.
But they do.
The Bellagio used to. The Bellagio's not what it used to be.
Yeah.
It's too much, ghetto lately.
So let's go over scenario then. So TCU loses, SC to 3. Who's in that 4 spot?
Because they put Ohio State 5,
Ohio
State
goes
goes to 4.
Any way Alabama gets in that 4 spot.
Michigan has to get their ass whooped.
Okay.
Like, literally, it's the only way that I would see you knocking Ohio State from Michigan losing to Purdue.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because Michigan's in. Doesn't matter. They can if they lose, they can lose by 20, and I think they're still in.
Yeah, they'll probably drop to 3 maybe, but they're still
Right.
in.
So, yeah, they can lose, and they drop even to 4.
Yeah, they're in.
If SC rolls.
So there's not a ton of scenarios here.
Bama still has odds in Vegas. They're plus 2,500 right now.
Really?
What is crazy, though, TCU, Ohio State, USC, all at plus 1,300. Georgia's minus 165 to win it. And Michigan's plus 300. So they have 6. The top 6 teams all have odds. So Vegas somewhere sees a scenario.
Yeah.
They're usually not wrong. They have a scenario in there somewhere.
But everyone has to lose.
Oh, I would believe me. I want Bama to play.
So let's.
I want Bama to play in the first game. Just whoop them. And I'd love to watch it with Zach. Put it this way.
Yes.
If they play him, Zach, I'd take you to Vegas on New Year's Eve to watch his fucking game. You and your family, we go to the Wynn, we watch it together.
Yeah, you said USC and TCU has to lose, maybe.
They would both have to lose.
Both have to lose.
Right, they both have to lose, then they're completely out. I don't see... I mean, they're small favorites.
Man,
I just don't see USC losing.
USC has a lot of pressure on them. They cannot lose this game.
I mean,
Williams... How much pressure does he have in his head? To me,
I feel
think
like
he won the
has
Heisman
a lot.
already.
Okay, no, Heisman, that's fine. But
But that's in his head.
Yeah.
And he won the Heisman already,
It's
right?
locked. It's locked.
I believe it's locked, right? So he won the Heisman. He's going into this game. He played them already.
Yeah.
He should have beat them. I think he's going to roll.
And
I
it was on the road.
Defense is the question. Can the defense play actual defense?
Well, they play defense. I mean, listen, Notre Dame is bigger, stronger, tougher up front.
Notre Dame was an overrated team.
Okay, agreed.
They shouldn't even be in the... Look at...
Agreed.
Zach, you want to talk about anybody Bama played. Notre Dame barely beat Navy. Bro, Navy. That was 2 weeks ago.
But let's talk about it. So what was the score Notre Dame Clemson? Because
Clemson's terrible.
Okay, not their defensive front though.
Notre Dame killed Clemson. It wasn't even close.
Right, it wasn't even close.
And that's what. But this is my point. This is my point. Is that Notre Dame, their strength is O-line, running, and they ran on. Clemson has 2 number 1 picks on that front 7, and probably like another 2 or 3 in the top 2 rounds.
They have a
Brees, another dude,
rounders.
And they're big and strong.
But it's not what it once was.
No, I'm just saying front 7 and SC stepped up and they played some defense.
Notre Dame's offense, they barely beat Cal. No, they barely beat Cal. They barely beat Navy. They lost to Marshall. They lost to Stanford. Stanford had 2 wins this year.
Yeah, crazy.
Or 3.
It was 35-14. Notre Dame Clemson.
Yeah, Notre Dame Clemson. That game was over though.
The one thing Notre Dame can do is run the ball, and that's what I'm saying.
Now SC's like biggest.
What is Utah's game plan in this game? We already beat you. They come in. We already beat you. What are they doing? How big of a factor was that back the last game?
I'm telling you,
I just think
the last game it was that tight end. That tight end killed SC, and I can't remember the damn defensive coordinator.
Is SC? How do you think it's gonna go?
I think it's going to be high scoring again.
Yeah,
I think it's going to
really?
be very high scoring again. But
you don't think there's any pressure on some of these guys?
No, because here's the deal, man. What Caleb Williams does, and was it Brady or someone was talking about it, man? He has the same. Who it reminds me of more than anybody is your guy, Patrick Mahomes.
100%.
Where he drops back. He feels pressure, and then he resets about 6 steps away, and that's why guys are wide open, because you can't. It's
cover
like
a guy for 15 seconds,
and it's a game changer, and he's getting better. Caleb Williams is getting better every freaking week, so I do think SC wins. I do think they cover. I'm not gonna say I love it. No loving,
but you do like it.
but I do like it. And someone put a huge bet in Vegas.
Right, on
$900
this.
grand.
Money
Money
line.
line.
Money line.
900 to win like 6.
638.
6 something.
Yeah, that's big money.
I like Williams. I like his confidence. You play
He's very
like that when
confident.
you're confident.
Yes.
When you move around like that in the pocket, the way he moves, he moves like Mahomes. Mahomes always thinks that he's going to get the playoff.
Yeah.
You just see it. His
Yeah.
body language, even after he threw it away,
Yep.
it's like, I could have had that shit. That's how I felt when I watched Williams this past weekend.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was because it was Notre Dame, because I have seen him play horrible at times.
Yeah, he
takes
takes
some
he takes
ridiculous
bad
sacks.
He does.
Takes
He
bad
took one even
sacks.
last weekend too.
Now, is Utah going to get after him? Are they going to be
They're gonna
able to
have
get
to.
after him?
Yeah, they're gonna have to.
And is he going to be able to get rid of the ball quickly? He doesn't get rid of the ball quickly.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't
So-
because he likes to extend plays,
Right.
which is what I love in quarterbacks. I love quarterbacks that extend plays. When something breaks down, they can make a play. So let's go into. So we figured out our scenarios, right? That there's not too much that could happen. I mean, obviously, SC, there's some stuff here, but let's get into this week because there's not a ton of football games.
No.
But there's the championship, all conference championships, right? You have the Pac-12, which we'll be at. We said 100 times. We have Clemson at UNC, which UNC has lost the last 2 games. I mean, just
look bad.
Oh my God! I mean, they went from.
I'm going to blue chip this game.
Okay, let's talk about it. So, what are you gonna do?
I'm going to blue chip the under on this game.
Woo! That's pretty. What is the over?
It's
under?
a big number. It's over 60.
60 Clemson.
What's the exact line, Edward? You have it.
It is
I wanna say-
Clemson minus 7.5. UNC, it's over 63.5.
Under 63
So
and a half.
So yeah, because I
Championship game, North Carolina's looked terrible.
yes.
Clemson's just, you have to take a deep look at DJ. He's not in. We're going to run the ball with Shipley, run the ball,
Yeah.
let's win the game. I think it's going to be somewhere in the mid-20s is what I believe. I don't think North Carolina is going to be able to move up and down.
No, that
I haven't seen them do it for 2 weeks now.
for 2 weeks, which is crazy. I mean, they've scored points all year long, and these last 2 weeks, for some reason, it's just all coming glued.
Right.
So you blue chip in Clemson or the under
The under on Clemson.
63.5.
We're going to blue chip that game.
Blue chip in that, and what about? Are you blue chip in the Pac-12?
I wanted to.
Okay,
But I'm going to pass on that.
Okay, well the line is.
I love SC though.
It's -3.
But we're gonna be there. We're gonna put something down at SC at the window.
Yes.
Maybe a little bit on the MGM app.
Ebuck said he'll be in Vegas Sunday 6 a.m.
Sunday 6 a.m. Ebuck at the Win.
Yes, meet us at the Win.
We're
baby.
going to the Raider game though. We got
Yes, so we are hitting 2 games. We're hitting the Pac-12.
all thanks to the Win.
Yes, and what is turning out to be, it's going to be an amazing game, which it always is usually, but Raiders at Chargers. But we'll get into that later. What else in college? We have Army Navy, which I don't know. I watch it. It sucks me in. I for some reason the pageantry. It's just
the
uniforms are fire.
Is that going to be at
It's
Yankee
always
Stadium?
It's always at the one.
they switch it
They
around.
Yeah.
switch it around. They play Yankee
Yeah.
Stadium. I thought last
They
year
do
they played Vegas.
Meadowlands.
They usually play at the
New
Commanders Field.
With the who?
The Redskins.
The
field.
Redskins. Is it
where
still
they usually
RFK
play.
Stadium or it's not that anymore?
I think
FedEx
they
Oh,
do
Field?
say-
man, I can't wait to get into the
I think
NFL.
it's-
I cannot. There's so much to talk about in the
Now,
NFL.
what's the total on Army Navy? This is an Ebuck
It's
special.
probably like 40.
This
E-Bucks,
let me borrow the lighter, Eddie.
Yes.
We're here smoking and drinking.
Yes,
Might
having
be
a
a long
great
night.
time.
Eddie's off work tomorrow.
Yes.
Must
Oh,
be
real
nice.
quick. Daisy asked, "Do you guys agree with TCU, USC, Georgia, Michigan moneyline parlay?"
No.
No.
Throw it through. The TCU game is tough. It's
Yes.
very tough. For me, I think it's a super tough game. Kansas
Take
State.
the over in that game. I think.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think that's
They're
they're
gonna
gonna
score
come up?
points.
Okay,
in that
Jacob
game.
likes the over in that game. That game to me is just one of those you sit and watch, and if you're in Vegas, you can
Let's see
walk
what.
over to the window and drop something
Let's,
live.
what about? Let's give Daisy a suggestion here. What if you tease those 4? What would you?
If
What,
I tease,
what,
I
what
tease
would you
Kansas
do?
State. So if I'm teasing anybody, I'm teasing Kansas State, USC.
Yep.
So you get USC plus 3,
Plus
you
3.
get Kansas State plus 8.5, and then who are the other 2?
Georgia and Michigan.
Georgia's a lot of points. It's 16.5, right?
Yeah, so I get them at.
I think Georgia takes a shit.
You think so?
To LSU?
I do. LSU coming off an embarrassing loss. I don't believe
LSU's
in
not a
Georgia's
good
offense.
team.
I agree with you.
They
agree
lost
with you
to
that they're
Florida
not a good
State,
team.
and Florida State's
No.
horrible.
That
No,
game,
no.
if you watch that game,
Yeah.
the second half of that game, LSU was a completely different team. And they didn't tie it at the end because the kicker missed an extra point.
Yeah.
If not, LSU would have won that game. They'd be sitting around with the loss.
Agreed. But Tennessee also blew the doors off of them.
I agree.
Tennessee
mobbed
killed
them.
So let's finish that.
Okay, so I would do Georgia. It said you wanted a money line them all. Do Georgia take the 6, so that'll give you Georgia minus 10.5.
Yeah.
You can tease Michigan down to would be 10.5, I would say.
Who does Michigan have in there?
Purdue.
Purdue.
O'Connell's
Oh my
playing.
God.
Trap game.
O'Connell, baby.
That's crazy.
I wouldn't do the Michigan game. I tease the other 3. I do Kansas State,
Yeah,
Georgia,
I agree.
and USC.
The Michigan game's kind of weird.
Or
for
you
me.
can even take Utah with the points. Maybe it's 9.
Or tease the service game. Tease the over
under?
or the under.
Yeah.
Which is
I wouldn't touch. The TCU game for me is unbettable.
Yeah.
Really?
Unbettable.
I think I like the over a lot.
Because I like Kansas State.
Yeah.
I think Kansas State can beat them.
Yes.
But TCU can have one of those years where it's just they're there and then
They
get into
hang
the
around.
playoff and they fucking smack them in the
Damn
face.
horned frogs.
But they got there, right? So
So
who knows? We all could be wrong, and in 3 weeks,
and Daisy could be right.
Daisy could be
Yeah,
right.
sorry,
but I
Daisy,
wouldn't
for
do. It's just there's no value there. Michigan money line's ridiculous number
Yeah, so is Georgia. It's probably like minus 2,000.
or more. The line's huge.
Yeah.
So there's no value. You're probably gonna put $20 to win 12.
Yeah.
If you need $12, just go buy some scratchers.
There you go.
So now if you flip it and you do a $20 teaser on the 3 teams, you got some plus money.
Yes.
But if you wanted to just tease them all, it'll be, you'll get a bigger payout, and you'll be a little bit more glued in.
Yeah.
So thank you for the question, Daisy.
Thank you, Daisy. Yeah.
Where's Daisy from? Where's she watching us from?
Daisy, this is free now, Daisy. Get these tips because in a couple months, man, these are going to cost you. So we have Clemson, UNC. We have, is there any other?
That's a good game to tease. I like the under in that game. I tease the under in that game.
In which game?
Yeah.
Clemson, North Carolina.
Which would be
69
69.5.
Yeah, that's a lot of points.
Yeah, Clemson plays defense.
And then there's the Conference USA, I think it is, right? That's Central Florida, Tulane.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And Tulane's a good ball club.
And Central Florida's playing well again.
Yeah.
Lumley's a quarterback. Do we have a line on that one, Eddie?
Tulane minus 3.5, over under 56.5.
Wow. Interesting little game there.
Oh, and one. Come on.
That's an interesting little game there. That one we don't have an opinion on because nobody watches.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch that
Tulane.
game.
Yeah.
You're not going to watch that game.
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
I guarantee you'll have something on it by Saturday.
I guarantee you I won't.
You'll have $20 on it somewhere.
I can't
Hammer it.
I can't do
Hammer
it.
it. You watch the clip on Central Florida. Fucking hammer it.
All right. Well, I think that concludes our college football roundabout. And if you have any questions, please feel free to ask questions.
So let's recap it.
We'll butt in, yes.
Clemson under. It's a blue chip.
Your blue chips.
Blue chip, Clemson under. I think SC wins. And I think TCU loses.
Oh, man. We could only pray. I'm not going to say anything because I felt like I've jinxed it this far. And you know how my
But we're just
energy.
blue chipping that under. I really like that under. I don't think they're going to score. But
So we'll see what
they
happens.
haven't proven to score.
The over-under on my blood alcohol level will be very high at that game. So
For sure.
Take the over on my alcohol intake. So let's roll into...
Wait, was your only blue chip the Clemson UNC under?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
For right now, that is all we're doing for college.
Yes.
Now, guys, listen. There's a couple of you guys start texting me, who do you like in this game, and blah, blah. Listen, if you listen to the show, I'm letting you know who I would bet.
Yeah.
I'm not going to bet it, though. So there's a couple of you like, who are you betting in this game? Nobody. No, but if you were to bet it.
Yeah. I get that all the time. What does Rafa like on this game? I'm
I-
like, if he
Yeah,
would
I
if
get the same thing, too.
he would have told you what he liked. That's what the show is. He's
Right.
He's giving
To me,
you his plays.
TCU, Kansas State's an unbettable game. But if I had to bet a gun to it, I want to bet Kansas State because I want them to win.
Yeah.
I don't want TCU in the playoff. That's just a personal preference. There's nothing behind that.
Yeah.
Okay, Clippers and Trailblazers are banging threes over here.
And
Speed
one.
it up.
Okay, so here we go. Let's go into the NFL. Everyone loves the NFL, and we're getting down to the nitty gritty here. And we're gonna go through every game, and we're gonna go out. You know, there's a ton of stories in the NFL, but we'll hit those on the way going through the games. Game. So the first game on the board is Bills -4 in Foxborough against the Patriots. 43.5 over under.
What's the weather like? We don't know what the weather's like in this
cold
game.
as hell.
Cold as shit.
Foxborough.
I like the +4 there.
Definitely.
With New England?
Yeah, I do a lot.
Definitely check the weather before you bet that, you know, because who knows what that area of the country, man. The winds could be nasty. And Patriots don't score a lot of points anyways.
No. And they're both coming off a long
Right as you said that, Ebuk said take the over Bills game.
So Ebuk likes the over. Proceed with caution.
Yes.
So both of the teams are off for a week. Usually, you know, that Thursday night game.
Yeah.
But they scheduled it right. Both teams played last week on Thanksgiving. They're both off a week.
Patriots at home are always tough.
Always
Tough at home.
Especially in late November and early December.
And I think the Bills have been not that good lately.
No, they to me they're not what everybody
I agree.
hoping they were.
I agree.
Everybody was hoping
Josh
they were
Allen
Patrick Mahomes.
is not what everyone thinks he is. He's not.
What?
He's been playing horribly. He has 14 turnovers on the season.
Oh, man. I want to congratulate you, man, for you saying that.
It's true.
Wow. Because, you know, there's somebody who swears that if he beats Patrick Mahomes, is he better? No, Zach, he's not better.
But is it the injury? Is it his
Bro,
elbow?
it's something.
It's his.
It's something.
Making.
It's his decision making sucks.
It's bad.
Your elbow
it's
can hurt.
Really bad.
Who the fuck throws an interception? How many interceptions does he have inside the 20-yard line?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really bad.
And I think that's just lack of touch. Besides his head, he doesn't have that touch. If you watch them, for me, if I'm a Bills fan, I want them at the 28-yard line. I want them. If they get inside that 12 to 15-yard mark, he's hitting the goalpost.
The Lions should have won that game.
I agree.
Oh, the Lions. He screwed that game up.
Yeah.
Screwed that game with the last 2 minutes left.
Horrible clock
management.
And you know, I love me some Dan Campbell, but he needed to apologize. In that locker room, I didn't see, but he blew that game. The Lions should have won that game.
I agree with you.
So that was crazy. So on to our next game, which there's definitely something to talk about with that next game. It is the Browns at the Texans. And how interesting is that? Because someone's coming
first game back in Houston.
In Houston,
all the chicks who massaged him and he turned them down.
Scene of the crime.
Is it a crime?
I think so.
Well, I don't know.
Listen.
I can't say it's a crime if the cops.
I have no comment on this. I'm just.
I think it's better to not comment on this.
Listen. I just think
I plead the fifth.
If it doesn't fit, you must have quit.
It's one thing. Listen. First of all, you're a quarterback of a professional team.
Right.
They have their own masseuse.
It's not the same.
We shouldn't get into this right now.
Yeah,
Robert Kraft goes all over the place. He's got plenty of masseuses.
I believe we should not deep dive into this situation.
The thing is, I don't want a 40-year-old white dude massaging me instead of a 30-year-old chick.
This is the one thing you should not deep dive into.
It's all right, guys. Listen, our show is not, we're not.
Yeah. Who are you going to cancel?
Who are you going to cancel?
You're going to cancel me? I cut concrete for a living.
Yeah, you're canceled, Edward.
Yeah,
don't show up tomorrow.
But I am on the side of
the women
because there's no way. I mean, it's like the Bill Cosby freaking deal, right?
Hey, that's not
he was convicted.
The same thing. He was
80 years in jail. Though.
But this is what I'm saying. That the numbers he reached out. He reached out to 61 different women on Instagram for massages.
Ooh,
Watson.
Okay, so he reached out.
No.
Come on, Rafa.
He shot his shot, bro. He shot his shot.
You are not looking for a massage.
Are there any comments from people?
He shot his shot.
Odie said, I think it's important that to know that he went to a multicultural massage parlor.
There you go. He didn't play any favorites.
So he's woke.
He's woke, exactly.
And Zach said we're canceled.
Oh man. I mean,
listen.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll
yes.
So what's the over under on the game?
Back to the game.
Back to the game. It's
over
his first
under 47.
It's his first
Texans
game.
look terrible.
What's the line? Like minus
7.
Oh, 7.
And do you think they're just gonna be there has to be protesters
There's gonna be like 10 women there.
Yeah, they're gonna be at the game.
They're gonna be at the game.
There's gonna be more than 10 women there pissed off, but 10 accusers.
There will be 10 accusers there.
Yes.
Plus all the Texans women's fans who are crying because he left. They traded him away or whatever it was, and he's not playing for them.
I don't think anyone's crying because he left.
They're 1-9.
Yeah, but no, I
somehow they're gonna cover. Houston's gonna cover.
You think they're gonna cover? I hope Watson literally.
I think it's just bound to happen. Like the way it's set up.
I think
it's
he
set up
puts
for
the
Houston.
smack
He
down.
also just hasn't played like
it's
football
been
in a
2
long
years.
time.
yeah, I don't see him coming back and setting the world on fire.
You don't see it?
He will eventually, but I don't think this weekend.
I think he's gonna roll. I think he's gonna roll.
Wow.
I'm hoping he rolls.
You want him to roll.
I want him to roll.
You want him.
I
to
want him
roll.
teabagging all the way down the field. I want him to roll.
Man. Of all shows, we get our live feed right.
Hey, we gotta throw some cutting edge stuff out there.
D-Buck said the Browns cover easy money.
Oh no! In that case,
I think they'll take
Texans for 10,000. No, I think that game's that's like
untouchable for me.
Untouchable game.
Untouchable.
It's
All
probably
right.
not even watchable.
Let's move on before YouTube charges us. So, next game is your Broncos.
Oh God!
Yes.
Oh God!
in Baltimore after a horrible loss with the Ravens, but the Ravens are -9, over under 38.
Broncos
Dude,
cover for sure.
Broncos cover?
I think Ravens,
Broncos suck.
The Ravens suck too.
Yeah, no, Broncos suck.
Yeah, Broncos are a whole nother level.
Broncos
of sucking.
suck. Listen, Broncos suck. They played the Panthers last week.
Yeah.
Now, if we go back 2 weeks back, Eddie had a stat that the team that played Carolina afterwards was 9-0. The 2 games that week lost. The Bears, the Falcons lost to the Bears, and the only reason they lost was Fields got hurt. If you watch the game, the Bears were dominating until he got hurt. The other game was Cincinnati off of a bye at Pittsburgh. Last week, the Ravens lost. They played the Panthers the week before.
Wow.
Lost outright. So that stat is now 10-2.
That's crazy.
By the way, the Broncos played the Panthers last week. The Broncos can't score. They suck.
They suck.
Bro, they suck.
So Michael Brown, is he in the chat? Eddie, is Michael Brown in the chat?
The third string defensive tackle ripped Wilson's ass coming off the field.
Bro, they're garbage.
And the head coach just sat there, watched it.
No, he didn't watch it. He acted like he didn't hear anything.
Yeah,
and it was right behind him. That
and
was the best part about the whole
I did hear the interview with Russell. Russell's like, "Oh no, we're on the same page."
Oh yeah, no, you're on the same page of losing.
Yeah, I mean,
we're on the same page of losing.
We could do a whole show on the Broncos, and we haven't done You're Fired yet. We'll get into that right after our NFL rundown. But I mean, the tension is like thick. You could cut it with the knife in that locker room. Russell Wilson it's just a disaster. It's a disaster, and they don't have their first round pick. I believe
or second round pick.
Or
next year's first. Or next year's second.
I mean, and you're paying him $250 million.
Yeah.
He's there for the next
like
3-4 years.
Before, they are trapped. There's
It's
no way out.
really bad. I mean, for once, the Raiders aren't the laughingstock of the AFC West.
Oh yeah, no. This trumps
right?
everything.
Yeah.
This trumps everything.
Panthers is different level.
Michael pops in now. I said, take it easy.
No, it's the way they lost. I mean, if you're,
take it easy, Rafa.
I feel bad for Michael Brown, to be honest with you, because he's a wonderful person, but you are a Bronco fan, and the frustration, it's got to be huge.
Yeah.
You can keep looking at the coach, the play calling. Dude, this guy can make a freaking
They had the best defense
It's so bad.
in the league.
And they still have a good defense after trading Chubb. They can. It is bad.
Yeah.
So that is a mitigated disaster.
He said a new coach would fix everything.
You think so?
At this point,
it would fix a little bit of the problem.
The new coach has to come down and sit at Russell Wilson and be like, dude, you just
cut it out.
High five in the air.
Like you're not the leader. Don't try to be the leader. You need to start winning before you can get to that status. Because right now, no one respects him.
I agree.
No one respects
You're
him.
the quarterback of the team that they paid you a shit ton of money.
It doesn't matter.
You should be the leader.
Yeah.
Right?
Should.
And on the team, you didn't have Chubb's gone. Right? So when Chubb was there, he was, you can say the leader. Now who's the leader? Sutton Surtain, he's a baby.
Yeah, he's still young.
Still
He got roasted last week, but he got cooked last week.
Yes.
They
cooked man DA.
Cooked them. James Harden-style cooked them.
So
I'm blue chipping that.
I was gonna say.
Oh, you are
under.
What is the
Say it again.
I'm blue chipping the under on the Ravens Broncos. It could be 7.
Under. It's 38 right now.
38. We'll go with the under.
The Ravens look bad too.
Ravens look bad. They're just gonna. They both look terrible, and they're probably gonna get bad weather in that game.
Yeah.
So that's a game.
Under. Blue
under.
chip. You heard it here first. Rafa went blue chip with the under on that game. So our next game on the board is another disaster. Packers versus the Bears in Chicago. Packers -4.
What QB is playing?
Rodgers is playing.
He
and
is.
Fields is
He
probably
is.
not.
Rodgers is playing?
He said today on McAfee show that he's playing. He feels better. He got good results. He's playing.
I don't know why he would play though. Like at this point, for what? Like you're out.
Because
You're out.
He doesn't want. There's only one reason why he doesn't want Jordan Love to look good.
Yeah.
But even then, it's like you don't want to be there, do you? Like,
What did Favre do to him?
Yeah, true.
What did Favre? You had to sit and wait. Now
Yeah.
you got to sit and he's making the other guy sit and wait.
5 years.
He has 50 million reasons to play.
Right.
I mean, and I don't care what you say. That's a lot of money, and
this is an unbettable game for me.
Yeah, I don't like that
this
game.
is even unwatchable.
Both bad teams.
Yeah, I think it's unwatchable game.
Agreed.
So both, if Simeon's playing, it's both teams are going to be.
If you're gambling on this game, you got issues.
Yeah, you're probably gambling on.
Or you're a Bears
basketball.
fan.
You probably bet on the Portland State game on Sunday night basketball.
Interesting stat. The total's gone over 5 of Chicago's last 5 games, and Green Bay is 5-0 straight up and against the spread in the last 5 playing Chicago.
Well, they own Chicago. I mean, that's his Aaron Rodgers' thing. I own you. They put the microphone. He tells everybody he owns them. So maybe that's why he's playing, so he could still own them. It doesn't make any sense to me. Put Jordan Love in. I would sit his ass down. They're almost mathematically, out of it.
Yeah, one more loss, it's over.
Yeah.
Jude said, "Then I will bet this game." He said he'll bet the game.
Who said that?
Jude.
J Bird. So on to the next one. Another game we have a lot to talk about. It's Jets in Minnesota. Minnesota's the favorites. -3, over under 46. Rafa.
-3.
I mean -3. I'm sorry. I said over under 46. It's -3.
No, yeah, I know, but
yeah.
Wait, Jets
Vikings -3.
Jets at Vikings -3.
Jets at Vikings.
That's really shocking.
Vikings -3. They're at home.
I know, but I thought it'd be more than 3.
No, the Jets have an awesome defense.
Everyone's riding the Mike White thing, but
it's 1 week. They have good.
That's what I'm saying. It's like I would take Minnesota -3 all day.
So let's talk about this because I have an interesting fact or just a conversation about this. So, we all know what happened. What's his name? Zach Wilson didn't take accountability. Saleh sat his ass down.
Right. Well done.
And then Mike White comes and throws 3 touchdowns. But if you really dig deep into this thing, okay, Zach Wilson in the 3 games prior played the Patriots, number 1 or number 2 in defense, and the Bills, 1 or 2, and he beat the Bills. So in his last 3 games, he played the 2 toughest defenses. He has a shitty game again, and they just blow it up. And I know New York goes crazy in the media and stuff, but does he really deserve this? I mean,
who? Zach Wilson?
Zach Wilson, just because he didn't take accountability? I mean, you spent a number 2 draft pick on this dude.
By I think it was Pro Football Focus did the numbers. He's the 33rd worst quarterback. Not 32nd.
There's only 32 teams.
Yes, exactly. That's my point. He's the 33rd worst quarterback in the league.
Oh, it's a hard-hitting stat right there. So what do? I mean, if you're street closing his ass, and
he didn't even suit up.
He didn't suit up last week.
No, they didn't even suit him up.
He was
a healthy scratch.
That's how bad it is.
So Flacco was the backup?
Yeah.
So
I think that was more of an internal 1-game suspension that nobody found out about. As far as him not suiting up.
That makes sense.
That makes
sense.
That
could be an
makes
internal suspension. Like, hey, you know what? You're not suiting
up.
up.
But now what do you do? I mean,
you won.
You
beat a Bears team.
But you're making him untradeable. Is my point.
Nobody's trading.
I would throw him back out there and hope that he plays well, just so like the Colts would sign him. The Colts keep on signing bad quarterbacks.
But Zach Wilson's too young for the
You're
Colts.
you're also in a playoff run. You're in the playoff.
They're in the playoff hunt.
You can't throw
They're in
the
there.
worst quarterback and hope that he loses games.
Yeah, Drew said he's not that bad.
See, but that's what I'm saying.
That's
he
speaking though.
He played. He
Never
played.
take advice from Jay on quarterbacks. That's a known fact.
That is
Mark
written in
John
the
David
Bible.
Booty fan?
That is
No, he just doesn't understand good talent when he
so.
sees it.
So you guys don't agree with that? This
Sorry,
is
Jay.
that this is too harsh of a
I don't think so.
verdict.
Not harsh at all.
It's the NFL. You're a grown man. This is what you get.
I
You
just
gotta
say,
play
man,
well.
you screw up if you pick listen, when the Raiders drafted what's his name from LSU, Jamarcus, you pick wrong at that number 1 or 2 spot, and it sets your franchise back 5 to 10 years, man. You got to get that right.
Well, if you pick a quarterback, it sets you back 5.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you pick a quarterback 1 or 2, and it sets you back big time.
I agree, but
Don't
like
double
I said,
down
I
on
think
it,
it's,
yeah.
I think it's an internal suspension. I don't think he plays this week because White played so good.
Yeah,
They played the Bears though.
That's a good
To
point.
me,
It's a
the
bad
game-
Bears defense.
The game that he played against the Patriots, the game was 3-3. Fucking Mac Jones didn't do anything either.
That's a good point.
And
Okay,
that's
it
what
was 3-3, and I think it was on the road, right?
Yes.
Or was that in New York? Well, it didn't matter.
That was in
In New England?
Yeah, in New England.
Okay, the game was 3-3.
Yeah.
They lost on a punt return.
On a
in
punt
the game.
return.
Okay, but they had 2 yards of offense.
I understand. I
Yeah.
2
understand.
yards in the whole second
Okay,
half.
so why didn't we run the ball? Why wasn't our play calling a little better? Why
Yeah.
didn't we get him outside? Why didn't we hand the ball off? Why didn't we run a reverse? Why didn't we do something else to make him more comfortable?
Yeah.
It's not
He could-
totally his fault.
No,
that-
yeah, 100%.
He couldn't even throw a screen though.
I did see the screens were going
No.
into the third row.
So,
It's
no,
true.
no, I'm not saying that the
No,
kid's
yeah,
great or
yeah.
anything like that.
But yeah, coaching also matters too.
I think the play calling matters, but in a game that you lose like that, where it was 10-3, and it was on a punt return. If
Yeah.
not, that game's in overtime. What if they go to overtime? He wins the game. Does he get benched? What if they win the game 6-3 because they get a turnover? Does he get benched?
That's what I'm saying. I think they're screwing themselves. You got to put him back in.
You cannot put him back in.
Listen,
not
why?
after a win.
No,
not
after a win.
right away. Not right away. Not after. I'm not saying
They're
not after
7-4.
this win.
Okay, let Mike White goes and plays this week. They play the Vikings.
And he's gonna play like trash.
You think he's going to play like
What
that?
is-
Yeah,
he sucks.
100%.
Okay,
No.
so if they get their ass whooped this week, then you go back to him.
Yeah.
I need a side bet. I need a side bet somebody that Mike White plays like freaking trash. Shoot.
I'll take that.
Let's go. What are
You think
what are
he's
we
going to
doing?
play like shit?
Vikings defense is not that.
So you think he's going to play good?
Yeah,
What are you betting?
I don't know. What do you want to bet?
So no, let's leave it up to the whoever
Pie to the face.
that
Pie
Jump
to
in the pool.
face.
no. Oh God.
Pie to the face.
Can we do something else?
No, pie to the face.
That's a DP thing. Pie to the face.
We're doing a DP thing. Pie to the face. I love it. Let's do it. Pie to the face.
how do we judge it though? That Mike White plays like trash.
What do you mean?
What are his
Fucking-
numbers?
We don't need
you
to
can
know.
tell. You can tell
Yeah.
if it's like trash or not.
Yeah, if
That's-
listen, if he
it's
goes,
subjective though.
Okay, let's say he
a
plays. Let's say he goes 18 for 32 for 200 yards.
He has to have
And
more
they
than
lose by
200 yards
14?
passing.
No. Because you can be down fucking 21-0 at halftime, and then he's got to
Yeah, you
throw
can
the
have
ball.
garbage time
Blake
stats.
Bortles style.
what's a QB rating?
Zach said QBR.
QBR.
Okay, so
Okay, well,
80 and under?
100.
no.
No, 100
That's a big mark.
yeah.
How about an 80?
80 and under.
80 and under.
Yeah.
Yes.
Juice had a $15 gift card at Applebee's.
You can't even get an appetizer at that place, right?
Pie
Not
to the
these
face.
Oh, man.
It's up to you guys.
That's a
I'm
great
not involved
bit.
in this bet.
That's a great bit. Pie to the face.
Oh God.
I'll take that because I know I'm not losing.
Oh, like that?
So
Eddie,
you think
like that?
over 80 QBR rating? That's what you're saying.
Like that?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
love
Okay,
it.
does he have to win as well?
No.
No.
They're
underdogs. They're underdogs.
The -3 and the +3.
Trying to get a backdoor cover there.
I like
All right.
that.
All right, we'll go pie to the face.
Pie to the face chat. Does everyone agree to that?
Who's smacking it though? Is Eddie going to smack?
Rafa
No. I'm not smacking it.
Jacob has to. He brought it up.
You got to do it.
Okay,
I'll
do it. I will smack.
Live next week, somebody's getting a pie to the face.
My dad's going to get a pie to the face, for sure.
Wow. 2 against 1. I'm on Eddie's side. Fuck that.
Thank you. Okay, so let's move on. I love that we have some on that game. Now, I have a reason to watch that game.
We're getting the Raider game, and he's like, "We're having a fight."
He's never 15, 2 touchdowns. Fuck.
So let's go this game. Steelers are a favorite. Steelers are a favorite. If you watched that game last night, Steelers are a favorite to the Falcons at home, and both teams are just taking a nosedive.
What's the line?
Steelers -1
at home.
No,
Falcons
in Atlanta.
I like the Falcons there.
In Atlanta.
Over under 43.
I mean, if you saw
Atlanta play last week.
They played the Redskins.
Yeah.
Redskins.
Redskins are fire. So, I mean, we could talk about this right now because the Steelers
I like the Steelers in that game.
Away on a short week.
Really?
Yeah.
On a short week.
The Falcons.
Yeah.
Give me the
Did
Falcons.
you watch that game last night?
I watched enough throws Kenny Pickett made.
Oh,
I watched enough throws. I watched TJ
yeah.
running around enough.
Did
to
you
make
see the
plays.
Colts just
Only had one tackle last night at some point.
Just shoot themselves in the foot?
We'll get to that afterwards.
Over and over.
Yeah,
okay, so you like the Steelers in that game?
If I'm gonna bet, I'll bet the Steelers in that.
That's unwatchable. That game's unwatchable.
The Steelers?
Yes, it's unwatchable. Steelers Falcons.
Mariota?
I love me some Mariota, but that's unwatchable. Okay. So this is a good game. Actually,
I think you skipped over the Jags and Lions.
Oh,
I like
that.
I
do, which I
give me the over there. I don't know what it is, but give me the over.
Yes, bang the over. Blue chip alert.
Blue chip alert. Here we go, Rafa. What is it? Blue chip.
Bang the over. It should be 51.
51.5. Yeah. Jags at Detroit.
Indoors. Detroit's got 10 days to get ready. Dan Campbell's gonna fix it.
2 good running backs. Ahmad St. Brown is a legit,
I love that guy.
Legit number 1 freaking.
He's a legit number 1 receiver.
He can name. I love receivers like Devontae Adams does this. He can name every receiver picked before him. Amon-Ra St. Brown does the exact same thing.
I don't like that. That doesn't get me going.
Oh, that's a chip, man.
What chip?
A chip on your shoulder. That's why I think Aaron Rodgers is freaking Tom Brady. You talk about guys, and they just constantly have that chip on their shoulder about who was taken before them. St. Brown.
What is that? But why is that their fault?
No, they're pissed off. They're pissed off.
Well, they could be pissed off, but Draymond Green does that shit all the time. Bro. Why is it that dude's fault that he got picked before you? We know damn well you can't shoot anyways.
Listen, I'm just saying, you have, when I used to go to the gym.
When was that?
We all laugh.
When I used to go to a gym and a 20-year-old would grab, the 65 dumbbells and bend, I'm like, and my freaking shoulders popping out. I'm like,
he was on more roids than fucking Liver King.
I'm like,
oh, too soon.
No, never too soon.
I want to talk about that because
we will.
So, I'm competitive like that. Like, screw you, kid. Like, I'm not picking up a 50.
I'm competitive like that too, but it's not that guy. It's not his fault. He was drafted before me. It's the GM who didn't know shit.
Well, he's pissed off, so he's pissed off the GMs. That's why he balls out.
Not at the other players, but I do like the kid.
Yeah,
he said,
you're right.
Michael Brown said he's the guy who called out a guy that wasn't even playing.
Oh yeah,
St. Brown.
Yeah, and then
I love it.
He said that, and the next week he does better than him.
Oh, he got torn. Oh, he did. He really?
I don't care. I still love it.
Eddie loves him.
I still love it.
I just like him too because we got to be able to see him in high school.
And
yeah,
Jags big win last week, man.
Huge.
Ravens
Trevor Lawrence,
dude. How
legit.
bad is fucking Lamar? Dude, I know we fire people in this.
His receivers are bad. That's who I was gonna fire.
No.
Did you see him?
Bro,
you see him lose it on some Twitter trolls? Like he
lost it.
He lost
it.
it.
You never seen the field. You still suck, bro.
That's when you sort of lost control of the reins.
Right.
Is when you're responding to Twitter trolls. You can't respond to that shit.
He Kevin Durant the whole situation.
Yes. Oh my God, that is such a freaking great call.
But also that defense is horrible.
Don't say that. No.
The Ravens
you're
defense
up 7 with
the Ravens defense is not horrible.
You're up 7 with less than a minute left.
It's different, though, because you're playing a different type of defense. Watch them. Why do you think these bums who come in at the end of the game and they get these touchdowns? Because the defense is playing soft. You're playing different coverages.
They've blown like 40 20-point leads in the fourth quarter.
The lead they blew against the Bills, Lamar's fault. He threw an interception going in. And Harbaugh even says it after that game. Well, we thought we were going to give him the ball at the 3.
Yeah.
Instead, they get the ball at the 20.
Facts.
So if they get the ball at the 3, Josh Allen probably
that.
fumbles because he fumbles in the goal line.
Facts.
But they wouldn't have drove. They probably would have sat on and gone to overtime or whatever it was.
So is Trevor Lawrence now?
He sucks.
You're up 7.
Way better,
You're up
though.
7 with a minute left.
Dude.
You have to put that game away.
He needs to cut his fucking
What?
hair.
They also have that fumble in their own side that gives the Jaguars the ball in the red zone.
Right.
Yeah.
No. Dude, I like Lamar. I just don't like him as him throwing the ball.
Do you pay him?
No, I don't pay him
So
shit.
his only job as a quarterback
To run.
You don't like it?
No,
Listen,
I like him to run.
You got to run the shit out of him. You have to. That's
to.
what he's best at. That's when Fields started playing well. Listen.
When you let Fields be, you got to let the horse run,
you
right?
got to let him run. You got to let him run. Stop trying. You can't make a housewife or a whole.
No, Eddie's right. Once they let Fields out,
Yeah.
he looks so much better.
Yes.
Lamar has to go.
Yeah,
you got to run it.
You got to run.
That's where they win games.
Yeah.
Odie said to pay the man and he'll play.
I don't want to pay you if you can't play. That's why they didn't pay him, and they won't pay him.
And he's trying to compare that. He's trying to compare the Watson contract, which is the worst contract in NFL history.
Watson's contract?
Deshaun Watson's contract is the worst contract in NFL history because you guaranteed it all to a freaking guy.
Fully guaranteed. The whole thing.
That's what.
You overpaid. You overpaid.
Top 5 quarterback in the NFL. He's proven it with nobody. He had Hopkins, and then he had nobody. He still threw a ton of yards.
Well, I used to be on that bandwagon.
I will be.
No, I used to be. I don't know. I just think I think karma's gonna get his ass. I don't know if that makes any sense. I don't know if that's a thing.
Definitely will.
I just think karma's gonna bite him in the ass. That's all.
Let's get off the Watson talk.
Yeah.
Michael Brown said Lamar's gonna tell you to eat a dick, Rafa. So be careful.
Listen, nothing new.
You know what? We'll take that if Lamar's watching.
If Lamar's commenting to me, then we're doing some big things.
Yes, we are. So thanks for catching that, Eddie Money. But I did skip over them because I'm so excited about this game.
Oh wait, but you had a blue chip, right, for the
Lions?
Over, yes. Blue chip it. Say it again, Rafa, for the people.
Lions, Jaguars, over 51.5.
Blue chip it.
Blue chip it.
Book
Jacob loves it. We love it.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer it.
Hammer the over.
Hammer the over.
Hammer. So the next game is Titans in Philly. Philly -5. How do you feel about this, Rafa? Because I have my opinion on it. What are you thinking?
I don't feel anything about this.
Really?
And I like the Titans. Last week, and I said, Vrabel, 10 wins after 7 days off, 2 losses.
Yeah,
Both
not
to
a
the
good
Bengals.
look. Not
Both
a good
to
look.
the Bengals.
Bengals have their
He needs
number.
like a year off to beat the Bengals, I think, to get them ready. So, come on. Now, there's a crazy bet this guy put in through, I want to say it was FanDuel. Mm-hmm. He put $100 to win $13,000. That every NFL team would have a passing touchdown.
I saw that.
Oh my gosh!
They
saw
would
that.
have
Hit it?
He would have had it, except Derrick Henry fumbled
fumbled
at the 1 or the 2,
And Brooks recovered it.
Brooks
into a
recovered it
touchdown.
in the end zone, which then becomes
A
not a
fum-
passing
yeah.
or rushing touchdown.
The fumble touchdown.
Fumble
It's
recovery
just a
touchdown.
recovered touchdown.
Wait. So say that again.
Every team in the NFL to have one or every game was
The
it every
first-
game?
So in the
It was every game.
in the 10 o'clock games,
The 10
each
o'clock
team
games, to have
could
a
throw a
passing
passing touchdown.
In the 10
All of them
o'clock.
did it.
So why did
Besides,
Derek? What? Because he
Derek-
might have thrown it.
No.
it was a screenplay.
It was like a screenplay.
it was like a 40-yard.
my
It was like,
something.
no, it was like 70 yards.
Yeah.
screen play.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought that was a run.
No. He was
It was a
gone.
screen.
It was a screen, and he fumbles
it at the 1.
And this guy, can you believe? He got amazing? Imagine
$13,000 down the
at that
drain
time he
just
doesn't
like
know
that.
that's
Gonna
the
hit.
game,
Yeah.
right?
Oh
But
my
yeah,
god!
that was crazy.
Thoughts and prayers.
We all have bad beats. Everybody has
That's-
terrible losses.
That's
Terrible.
tough, especially if you're betting. So it had to be just in the game because
it had to be the first touchdown scored in that game be a passing touchdown.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I thought it was just like
No, it was the
No.
first first.
No.
because
Was you sure?
It should have been
100%.
13 million then, because Broncos. We know freaking Russell Wilson
It
isn't
was in
throwing
the
a
10
touchdown.
10 o'clock
window.
games. It's 10 o'clock games.
Okay. So
But Broncos, there was a passing touchdown in that game.
Yeah.
So you have zero feelings. I feel like the Eagles are sort of figuring it out. Nnamdi Suh is playing now. I mean,
I like him.
They've made so many great moves. That GM is killing it, and they're making a run here, man. I'm telling you. For a second there, I thought they were morphing into the
Cardinals?
Arizona Cardinals who are 7-0, but they're figuring it out. And freaking, let's because of this game, let's talk MVP. Who's your NFL MVP
Come on,
right
we
now?
know
Don't
who is it.
do
Why
it.
would you even ask him
Why
that
you even ask?
question?
Why you even ask? I'll give you my second.
Yeah, give me a second.
Who's the
I know you're first.
You know my first.
I don't want to hear your
First.
first again.
All right, Patrick Mahomes. So Mahomes is the first. My second is Tua. My third is Jalen Hurts.
I like that. I could deal with that.
I go with Tua second.
I could.
And
deal.
I just think because the coach has put him in a perfect
I
spot.
think
They're playing really good.
I think he's one coach of the year, McDaniel.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say no, but the Eagles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
The Eagles.
Yeah.
What are they? 9-1?
9-1.
But
or 10-1 or whatever.
But
10-1.
Eagles were also a bit. I mean, playoff team last year. Last year the Dolphins were horrible.
Oh well.
Right.
So from
They-
last year to this year, I think
Yeah.
it's a completely different change. The Eagles were not there, but they were already
This is a
somewhat kind of
different
good.
Eagles team, though.
It is
They're-
different.
they're-
It is.
It
I
is.
agree. It's different.
I wouldn't mind giving it to him, and
No, yeah.
obviously that GM is probably GM of the year.
It's for sure them two though. The Dolphins head coach and Eagles head coach. I
If
think
As
Jalen-
of now,
if-
yeah, I think so.
If Jalen keeps on running the ball the way he's running it, man,
he's so smart.
it's crazy.
He's so smart, and there's all the there's a bunch of people. You look at those Cowboys fans.
yeah.
Oh, he's not better than Dak.
Oh, my
He's
God.
not better than Dak.
He
You know
is
what?
Cleared Dak.
Bro,
Yeah.
it's not even a conversation. He makes the right play.
He's an
a
adult.
lot of the time. Oh,
He's smart.
Yeah.
He's an adult.
and he's coming for that Campbell Soup contract.
Yeah, he should get it. He should get it. Like homeboy, what was Philly quarterback McNabb.
McPherson.
OD wants you to repeat Ndamukong Suh's name.
Nnamdi Namamabaswa.
He said Namde.
Namde.
So yes,
And when
thank
you
you.
said Mahomes, you just said someone play the Manny audio on their phone.
Oh, that was a good one, Jay.
But
So
it's there. It's not like Mahomes is clear cut. It's one of those three
Right now,
guys.
he's clear cut.
You
right
think so?
now.
Clear cut?
get off his
100%.
nuts. Get
No,
off
Whoa,
his
whoa,
nuts.
whoa, whoa, whoa! How you
God,
doing?
you're supposed to be on my side.
He's played the best out of anybody.
Oh, we
so
know that.
far.
And with and how many injured receivers does he
Yeah,
have?
he's like it's like
He
no
needs
one
a
ever.
cheetah. He
Oh
needs
man!
a cheetah.
Imagine if he did have him.
Well, what else could they have done?
We can't imagine.
We've seen it.
We've seen it.
I'm just saying this year.
What do you, he keeps getting better and better, doesn't he? So what a bottom feeder!
Ah,
What a bottom feeder!
his face still bugs me.
So,
on to the next game.
Do you have
On
an
to
issue,
the next game.
Mahomes to Jalen?
Yeah, I think
You could switch.
pretty solid.
Is it now? How about defensive player of the year? Is that just like we're giving it to Parsons no matter what?
Yeah, I think Parsons won that.
Already?
Yeah.
Who are you thinking?
Well, what's the name from the Patriots has
Oh.
no sacks.
Oh.
How about?
What's his name?
I
What's
can't
his
give
name,
it to
though?
Mad Max.
Is it Juwan?
I want to.
Yeah,
That is so bad.
Judon has no sacks in the NFL
Yeah, but
right now.
Micah's.
Micah's on the Cowboys, better team.
On those guys, if he's
Bosa,
not on
San
the field,
Francisco. That San Francisco defense is.
I love the
They're
Niners.
legit.
Niners are
That
legit. Niners are legit.
Give it to
Jimmy
that
G
one.
sucks, but that defense is
So
legit.
let's.
Jimmy G's good
yeah.
enough.
So
yeah, good enough.
let's go to our next game.
Do we
The
have
r-
nothing on the Titans Eagles?
We have
No.
no feelings whatsoever.
Yeah,
None.
Daisy said to take Eagles in the points.
Daisy's become a degenerate gambler in front of her own eyes.
Daisy Blue
Eagles
Chip.
in the points.
But you know what? Write that down. Let's talk about Daisy. Let's see how, because she might be on the show next week if she's right.
We're gonna get her on.
We'll give Daisy's picks.
Yeah, there
We'll
we
give
go.
her her own segment.
We'll phone her in.
Daisy's picks.
Daisy's picks.
Yes. So
7:45. Tune in.
so Redskins, right?
I like it.
Redskins at the Giants.
G-men.
Redskins minus 2.5. Over
No,
under.
is that a real line?
Redskins minus
Yeah, they're
2.5
favored.
Redskins minus 2.5
on
at
the road.
Giants.
On
Yeah.
the road.
Wow.
Give me Heineke.
On the road favorites.
Give me Heineke.
Wow.
I think he's 6-1
Dable's a
against the
freaking
spread.
coach, man.
Hey, no. Hey.
So let's
6-1.
So what are you thinking? What they gave you a little?
Yeah, I was in shock, to be honest with you, that they're favored. That they're 2.5 point favorites. I like the way they play. I really do. Bro,
Chase Young's back. Also,
Is Chase Young's back? It's his first game back.
It should be. He was
supposed to be. Yeah. He was supposed to be back 2 weeks ago.
He's a freaking nature, man. He's
awesome,
so badass.
I love watching.
They've been doing this without him.
If Chase Young's playing, let's roll with the Redskins, baby.
Yeah,
we're not blue chipping it.
Yeah,
but we're betting it.
I'm gonna roll with the under on that game.
What is it?
40.5.
Well, I like that.
Let's talk about the Redskins for 1 second here, because last week Redskins came out and said that we are going to unveil a statue of Sean Taylor. And I thought at first someone sent us a video and we're like, this is bullshit.
That was terrible. They took it from the Nike store.
He had Reebok pants. Okay, he had Nike jersey. He had Adidas soccer shoes on. And
not a face.
And it wasn't a statue. It was a wire mannequin.
They did it like in 40 minutes.
I mean, and who else? I think Clinton Portis was there. Clinton Portis was there in the background, and they unveiled it, and Clinton Portis' face was just like,
what the fuck?
Are you shitting me? They had a whole crowd. When you say you're going to make a statue.
That's embarrassing.
When you say you're going to make a statue of somebody.
Expect the statue.
And then have, 300, 400, 500 people, and they unveiled it. It was a joke, man. Dan Snyder is a train wreck. I mean, I'd rather.
Was it only him? So nobody said anything? Nobody said anything.
I would come out. How do you not come out and say, listen, the statue wasn't ready yet. We didn't know what to do. It was a mistake. We're currently making a statue. Like, you have to backtrack. You have to backpedal. You have to fix that, because that was so disrespectful and just a horrible, horrible thing. And
it's a horrible look to a great
I'd rather
player.
have the Ronaldo statue.
Oh, at the airport. How ugly was that thing? Well, they fixed that, thank goodness.
No, they had to.
Jeez.
That good-looking man, you can't do that to him.
No, are you kidding?
So we had to touch on that, because that was freaking so disrespectful. And the Redskins continue to show themselves as just a joke, except for their football team.
Yeah.
The actual team.
Except for Heineke.
And Heineke, the team, they look really good. So
that division has all 4 teams in the playoffs right now.
Yeah.
Yep.
Very competitive.
So on to the next game. I think this might be one of my favorite games of the week. It's Dolphins in San Francisco. San Francisco -4, which I have
a question.
I have strong feelings on that.
I have a question.
Yeah. Shoot.
How did they not flex this game?
How did they not flex this game?
How did you not flex this game?
Yes.
You can take arguably the best team in the NFC, not record-wise, 1 or 2, whatever, right?
Stars on stars on stars.
Coach on coach.
Stars on stars on stars.
There's superstars everywhere.
Everywhere.
McCaffrey.
Bosa.
Bosa.
The Cheetah.
Waddle. Tua. I mean, it's superstars.
Who's the late game?
Dallas and the Colts.
Colts and the Cowboys.
Oh, man.
It's the Cowboys.
I know who I'm firing. I know who I'm firing.
100%. No, to me, this game should have been a flex game. I think it's an amazing
no-brainer.
game.
But they freaking flexed the Chargers and Dolphins next week. And
So maybe they didn't want to do that.
Is this a Thursday game? Is that why?
No.
It's not a
No,
Thursday?
No, it's Sunday.
It's a 1 o'clock game. These 3 out of the 4 1 o'clock games are pretty good.
They're probably the best games of the week.
Yeah.
Man.
So now that game, Niners are -3.5.
It says 4 here.
now.
4 now.
That doesn't make any sense to me. Did you?
I like the Niners in this game. If I'm gonna bet this game, I love the Niners. I love that defense to get after Tua.
I agree.
Because that defense moves, that offense moves quick. Tua has to get rid of the ball.
Yeah.
Because the line isn't great, and he's got to get rid of it. And the Niners are going to be, Bosa's going to be going. I think they're getting somebody else back on the defense. They're almost fully at full strength.
Yeah.
The Niners at full strength with whatever Jimmy G does. He's not Trent Dilfer. They aren't the Ravens defense. He's better than Trent Dilfer, but that's not that Ravens defense from back in the day.
And he's not that much better. He's not that much better than Trent Dilfer.
He threw 4 touchdowns in Mexico, right?
Did he throw 4 touchdowns?
I thought he did. I thought he did. I could be
I just know that they really beat the same. I mean, it was 13.
They look like
13,
shit. It was 3-0 at half.
13-0.
You played down your
It was
opponent.
3-0 at
You
half.
know very well. They
Yeah.
covered.
What was it, 13-0?
Jimmy G can do enough to win games.
Well, that's
And because his coach is great.
Yeah.
He's an amazing play caller. You only need to do enough to win the game.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
That's it. And they got a bunch of injuries and this and that. What are we worried about the Saints for? The Saints are trash.
Yeah.
We know that.
Yeah.
So I like the Niners in this game.
I do too.
-4. I'd give up the 4
too.
in this game. I wouldn't blue chip it, but if I'm going to bet an afternoon game, that would be one of the
You
ones.
sound like you're really close to blue chipping it.
I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it, but I like the Niners. Even if I tease that game, maybe tease it with a blue chip. You know, get the
Teaser
Niners.
blue chip.
Who's the safety from the 49ers? Mufunga from is it Mufunga? Is that his name?
I don't know his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God,
Troy
that-
Polamalu's a prodigy.
Yeah,
He's pretty good.
Oh my God, that
He's
dude
legit.
is a baller.
Yeah.
He is a baller, but I love Tua. I love Tua this week, man.
You're a Tua lover.
I am a Tua lover.
Secret love.
I am a Tua.
You're a Tua lover. And it's
I
all
am.
you.
I think
just accept it at
Mozart
this
is
point.
not playing in this game. It's just Wilson, right? And
Yeah.
and Wilson's.
They're
This
gonna- that
is
offense
a
gonna struggle
revenge
this
game. Revenge game for Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna want to show up and show out, and
They can try and
he's gonna
show
get
out.
the ball. He is gonna get the ball, but that is a great freaking game.
That's going to be an awesome game. We're
And-
not going to be able to watch it, but it's going to be an awesome
Followed up by a shit game, like
Tampa at the Saints?
The only 1
no,
o'clock shit game.
Seahawks
Rams.
in whose house?
Oh, my God. Seahawks house, probably.
It might be the Seahawks house. That's how
God.
bad
It will
it is.
be.
That is so bad.
Anyone who goes to that stadium, it's gonna be their house.
That's going to be a
I
bad
was
game.
listening to, I forget who I was listening to, and they're saying, like, should the Rams just bench all their starters?
What starters?
Like, just,
What starters?
yeah, good point.
What
Like,
starters?
sit
Donald's
Stafford.
Donald's
he-
hurt. It
he's
doesn't
got
matter. He
a
hasn't done
ankle
shit.
sprain.
Yeah, he hasn't done shit.
He
all
stole
year.
money this year. He stole that
It's not
contract.
stealing money.
You're the number
They're
one.
paying him based on what he's done,
Yeah,
and he's done enough for him to deserve to steal a little bit.
100%.
Yeah.
100%.
What's the line?
The line is Seahawks -7.5
On the road.
On the road.
You know how I feel about Seattle.
In whose house?
Take the Rams.
Over
No.
under of 41.5.
Coming off an overtime loss at home to
To the
the
Raiders.
Raiders.
That was a blue chip. Raider.
That
was
was
a
a
banger
blue
right
chip.
there.
We banged that.
This game, if you're gonna bet it, I would look at the under. Strongly look at the under. Stafford's probably not playing.
Nope.
Even if he's playing, he's not throwing to any of those guys. So
And the Rams, another team that has like no picks still, right? They just gave all
The
their
Lions
picks.
have most of the.
Yeah,
their picks.
and
the Lions could have a nice draft.
how
They
can
could.
oh my god, how can you get better as Rams? I mean,
Go out and buy more players.
You have to trade probably
Go out and buy
Ramsey
more
away.
players.
Ebuck said even the Rams are homeless in LA.
That's a really good one.
that,
I like that.
You need E-Buck, you need a done.
You need a
Yes.
E-Buck, that was a good one.
Patent that and get a shirt.
Ooh, E-Buck.
Get a shirt. That is
Wow.
awesome.
That's a really good one.
That's a really great one.
yes.
E-Buck. That's worthy.
That's worthy of a shirt.
For
So
sure.
let's go to the next game, which is a rematch of the AFC Championship. I love that game. I loved it. Chiefs in Ohio. OHIO. Cincinnati Bengals. Chiefs -2.5. Road favorites. Over under 52 and a hook. Who do you like, Rafa?
Ooh,
I can't touch that game.
me neither.
That's just
That's
too
just
much.
Come
that's gonna be a great game to watch.
Chase is gonna play that game.
I'll watch that game, but
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
excited.
gonna.
Another
that.
game, by the way, that they could have flexed.
Try
They
to
could,
flex.
The league
yes.
could have flexed that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, three of the 1 o'clock games they could have flexed into it.
I don't know about flexing the Raiders Chargers, but
AFC West division game.
fucking one team. They're both hovering at 500.
I don't know, but
One under, one over.
Yeah.
The Chiefs Bengals probably going to be an awesome game.
I probably take the over in that game, if anything.
I
How's the
feel
weather going to be? It's
Listen.
Mixon,
Yeah,
Mixon's probably
that's-
playing. Chase is probably playing.
the Chiefs. I didn't watch the game, but I was following like the stat line and the score. Like the Chiefs didn't freaking. I mean, Mahomes threw a pick at the end zone. They didn't do what they were supposed to do. They did cover, which was
You play-
16.5. I mean, they weren't covering. They
15 and a
barely
half, I think.
they barely covered in the fourth quarter. They didn't like kill it. And like I
But
said,
it's the Rams. Like, you're not gonna play I mean,
you're the Chiefs.
You're not playing. It doesn't matter.
You can't.
It doesn't matter.
You can't call Mahomes MVP.
Use your line. Use your line.
It doesn't matter. And then they didn't look great against the horrific Rams.
Neither did the Niners against the Saints. But the Niners are the best team in the
It doesn't matter.
NFC.
That's one of those games. It's like another bye. It's like an in-season bye.
Yeah,
it's like you're not gonna.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, you're not. They probably didn't even game plan for that game.
You play well enough to win.
Did they game plan for that shit? They walked out there. It's like, Pat, what do you want to do? Listen,
they even played Ronald Jones, who I didn't know was on the Chiefs.
There you go, and they signed Melvin Gordon this week.
Wow,
who could have played last week against the Rams and probably not fumbled.
Desperado. That is a desperate freaking signing.
Amanda said the Bengals are a blue chip.
Wow.
Bengals, Amanda. All right,
Amanda.
We got ladies.
I'm riding with you, Amanda. I am riding with you.
We got a cult following, Eddie.
And I'm Amanda.
We got the women.
I'm saying right now, Amanda, that I think not only do the Bengals cover, but I think they blow. I think they win by
Amanda,
5
you're
points.
in trouble now because my dad just smushed your face.
He just mushed you.
I think the Bengals win by 5.
Oh man!
Wow,
Eddie, we got lady fans here.
It must be your hairline.
Yeah. They're gonna get Eddie tattoos across their breast.
Hey, we'll take them.
Eddie and Amanda like the Bengals.
The Bengals, yes.
Amanda loves the Bengals.
She's
she says by a touchdown.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's a blowout.
All right. Well, we will keep that in mind for next week.
Listen,
we got Daisy and Amanda getting involved in some picks here.
The Bengals aren't intimidated. They know they can win.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
So and Chase is expected. T. Higgins looks amazing.
Very good receiver.
Right?
Always been.
He's always been really good.
So Mixon is still maybe out though. But
I think he'll play this.
Mason said he was going to play. He looks like he's going to play.
But Perrin, he's good too, man. He's
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Oklahoma, baby. So he looks good too.
Over there.
Yeah, so let's go to the next game.
The Raiders. We will be at that game.
We will be at this game. If you see us, please come up to us and buy me a beer.
That's all I'm asking for. Just
man, we all know I'm a huge Raider guy. And that was a great game last week.
I'm blue chipping this game.
Josh Jacobs.
Really?
Josh Jacobs
looked
amazing. And for those Raider fans that are saying, see, I told you Derek Carr missed some. And not only did he not do shit, he threw 2 picks, bad picks.
Cost them 10 points.
Overthrew Foster Moreau. That would have sealed the game.
Agreed.
I mean, by 10 yards.
Foster also did drop a pass.
He's good for one a week.
But those are drive killers. That was third down. He drops that pass there.
Yeah, that was a big one.
That was
a big one. But listen, Josh Jacobs, he not only did he run the ball like a madman, he caught the ball, some amazing passes.
He had a nice catch.
He was just unbelievable. And he was questionable going into the game. He was questionable going into the game. He had a calf strain in the fourth quarter. They tried to sit him down.
Still played to it.
And he said, no, I'm coming back in, and did that shit. So, we all saw that DA came up behind the interview. I'm so happy for the dude. I bought this guy a $350 Raider Vapor Nike jersey, Josh Jacobs.
There you go.
And he's like, I don't like the way it fits.
Well, because it's a real jersey.
Right, so the shoulder pads are different.
The
shoulders.
They're shoulder pad for jerseys.
Let's go.
I used to have a
can't
Taquillo
wear that.
Let's go.
I can't wear that out to the game.
You can't wear it out. Are you playing?
Yeah, are you playing?
Yes.
Where are your pads at?
Let me tell you a story. I had a Taquillo Spikes Bills.
Ooh.
Okay, shout out to Taquillo Spikes Bills. Beautiful jersey. I like the color. And it was an authentic, the real deal.
Miami Hurricane?
Taquillo, yes, sir. So, love the Hurricanes.
Taquillo Spikes. That dude's neck, biggest neck of all time.
The jersey had literally built-in fucking shoulder pads. I wore it once, never wore it again.
Yeah, you can't wear that.
You can't wear that shit.
Bullshit. You wear a hoodie? Wear a hoodie.
Wear a hoodie and they think you're coming in.
Look at that's how. Look at that. See how it's like that? It's flat on the arm.
Bullshit. You don't know anything. Sonny wore that shit with the hoodie. He looked tight. His tighter thing.
Tiger.
Like a tiger.
Tight like a tiger.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So what's the line on this one?
So the line is Chargers -1.5.
I don't like this game. Is for me untouchable.
At
Blue
Allegiant.
chip.
Really?
Here we go. What
Blue chip.
Blue chip pick, everybody. Pay attention.
We're gonna be at this game. Eddie and I, we're gonna be there. I'm blue chipping the Raiders. I said a couple weeks back the Raiders are gonna win 3 in a row.
You did say that.
They've won 2. This is the third one.
This is crazy.
This
It's
is
destiny.
This is crazy talk.
This is crazy. I'm gonna roll with the Raiders this week again. Probably a little bit because I'm going to the game. I hate Staley. I hate
He's
him
a
more than
horrible
Carr.
coach.
Yeah,
He's a bad coach.
He's a bad
he
coach.
needs to be fired.
I think if they don't make the playoffs, they should fire him.
He's done.
He needs to be fired. So many
You
people
can't
pick
have
the Chargers.
Herbert and not make the playoffs.
So many people
They've been hurt, but it's just play calling.
They have a shit ton of. They probably had more injuries than anybody, but is a big but. He is costing them fucking games.
Right. His decision making, his play
Yeah.
calling, going for it on 4th and 2 from your own 37 in this first quarter.
Yeah,
Like it's stupid.
it is. It's dumb. They need.
Let's hope he makes some of those mistakes.
Well,
on Sunday. We need some of those.
I mean, think about this. Sean Payton.
He's there. You got a great quarterback.
Oh, that would.
You got a good running back.
we would be
Your
screwed for
offensive
the
line's
next
pretty
10
good.
years.
So Eddie, there was a bunch of rumors. There was 2 teams. Sean Payton. It was Chargers and another team.
Was it the Cardinals?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, I don't
Which?
think he
Why
takes
would
that.
you take that job?
No. That Kyler Murray's not his.
Calamari.
Yeah,
Not
he'll
style.
make Kyler Murray his Taysom Hill. He'll go and get a quarterback
Yes.
and tell him you're Taysom.
Yeah.
You're $200 million Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
That's it.
So
Raiders blue chip +1.5. Roll with it.
and I believe every time you blue chip the Raiders, you have won.
Knock on wood.
No, we lost one. The Jaguar game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
The
yeah.
Jaguar
Bad
game.
beat.
That was a bad beat.
Yeah.
That one hurt. But I'm coming back to him.
Oh
I'm
man,
coming back
He's
to
not
him.
lost faith yet.
It's crazy because every time we talk to the Raiders, all you tell me is Raiders fucking suck.
They fucking
Raiders
suck.
are horrible. Raiders are horrible.
They fucking suck, but I'm going to bring a vibe to that stadium on Sunday.
That's right.
We're
It's
going
all-
to get
it's
it
all about the
going.
energy.
It's all about the energy. We're going to get that shit going.
Just said great job jinxing it, Eddie.
I'm just saying, man, we're gonna be there with bells on. I'm probably gonna show at least 17 people my Raider tattoo.
Oh, for sure. He's going to
Taking-
wear a tank
Over
top.
under 18 and a half.
He's going to wear a tank
18 and a
top.
half, yes.
I'm going to go over.
Yes.
100%.
And I'm gonna smack it. I'm gonna.
He's going to baby
Kiss it.
oil the motherfucker
Yeah,
before we get there.
I'm showing everybody this bad boy. So we're gonna be there.
Just
You
wait
heard it
till
here.
a touchdown.
Blue chipping it, Rafa. I love it, and I cannot wait for that. So, and then we're just thinking, wah, wah, we got to go into Sunday Night Football
So bad.
and watch Jeff Sunday again play the Cowboys, and the spread is 11. And man, I don't see
That's
this
a lot
thing.
of points.
It's
It's a lot of points, but man, the Colts looked atrocious.
What? That was a Monday. His name is Jeff Sunday.
Oh, man.
Eddie with always
Listen,
yes.
that play calling last night was bad. It was really bad. You start off the game. You have best running back in the league, second best, whatever you want to call him. You have a good offensive line. You throw. He had 4 in his first 4 carries. He had like 17 yards. But
Yeah.
you didn't give him the ball. He didn't get 4 carries on a drive. He didn't get 2 in the
You were
first.
calling it in the group chat.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
Run the ball.
They fumble at the goal line. That's brutal because they don't fumble there. They still got it back. They took the lead. Defense got to make a play. This week, Dallas cannot stop the run. We know this. They cannot stop
Yeah.
the run. The Giants didn't use the run at all. They thought, fuck, they can't stop the run. They're going to think we're going to run. We're going to throw it.
Yeah. So
Guess
dumb.
what Matt Ryan can't do? Throw the ball.
No.
Okay? If I'm betting this game, I'm betting the Colts plus 11. I think they will run the ball enough. They will run the ball enough to not get blown out.
Matty Ice looks like an older version of Derek Carr.
But you can be old, but don't make fucked up decisions. Right?
I agree.
You saw that sack he took?
Oh my, he was running into sacks too.
But he takes that sack when he's out of the pocket. He could have
Yeah,
thrown it away.
yeah.
Aikman said.
It's really
Come
bad.
on.
It's really bad. Michael Pittman showed up. Michael Pittman looked good.
That's my guy.
Shout out to Valencia High School.
Odie said it was not Saturday's fault.
I agree.
He should have called a timeout on 3rd down with 40 seconds
Matt
to go.
Ryan should have got me that first down, and then I could call
well,
a timeout.
that too.
So
that too. Facts. Factual statement.
And your terrible
there,
play
Rafa.
call on 4th down. You after a timeout and on 4th and 2, it was terrible. Guys are just standing still.
I agree. So
it was all bad.
We'll go into the Monday night game. It's a rivalry that the Bucks have been on.
Said she's taking the points with Dallas.
Daisy. I like Daisy.
Daisy's
I agree.
Gambling and jambling.
I agree with Daisy.
Someone has created a monster.
I think Cowboys win by 14.
Okay, all right. Well,
I
we got
think
some
Cowboys win
bold
by
shit
14.
out here.
So on to the next game. We have the Saints, the Aints versus Monday night in Tampa Bay against the GOAT. The Bucks are -3 and a hook, over under 40. Bucks, man, they lost a tough game in Cleveland.
Super tough.
I didn't think it was going to go that way, especially off of, I think it was a bye. Was it off of a bye week?
It was off a bye week, I believe.
The Bucks?
Yeah. They're off a bye week.
That was a great play by Njoku.
Yeah.
Crazy catch.
That was a crazy catch.
Was that 4th and 10?
Crazy catch. Amari Cooper's actually looked really good for.
He's looked really good since the day he left the Raiders.
Yeah. So I'm interested to see what Watson and him do.
No more Watson talk.
Yeah, we'll get off of Watson, but
I like if I'm going to bet this game, the Monday night, the under. The under. If you've watched the last couple of Saints Tampa games, they've played to that under. They've had some ugly games, 12-10.
It's just there's something missing. It's not clicking. I think Tristan Wirfs, the tackle from Iowa, who's a wrestler, a number 1 pick. I think he's hurt, and he's a huge part of that offensive line. Right. He's a stud. And
is Fournette back this week?
I don't know.
I'm not sure yet.
Yeah, so it's still early in the week.
It is still early. It's Tuesday, people. We're doing the show on Tuesday because Rafa and I will be in Las Vegas
Thursday night.
Yes, and
we get another Mike Evans Lattimore matchup too.
Oh,
that should be interesting.
Let's swing on each other.
Let's do it.
So I did say that Tom Brady would have 200 yards rushing and 500 yards passing after watching Giselle with her jiu-jitsu instructor. I just thought he would be motivated. I feel bad for him. So I heard a question, NFL expert, and I'm going to ask you, Rafa, and Eddie, what's your thoughts on this? Does Tom Brady hang it up or come back next year?
Comes back.
I agree. Eddie?
I think he comes back.
I mean, you lost your wife over it.
Right, make it worth at least one more time.
Yeah, but
the situation has to be better, and I don't think it's going to be better in Tampa.
So
I don't know if he's signed or he's not.
That brings me to my next question, which I think is a great question. San Francisco 49ers.
Don't you dare.
I'm just saying.
I love it.
If I'm the 49ers, I go and get Tom Brady or Aaron Rodgers.
For sure. If you don't win this year.
Yes.
They're built to win.
Yes.
Okay, their quarterback is a hit or miss.
Yeah.
But the rest of the team is built to win. The coach is a winner. He's going to get you there.
Can you imagine either of those dudes?
One season.
Because you don't have to be an incredible passer. You have so many freaking weapons that are within the vicinity. CMC,
Evo, Mitchell. Kittle. I mean, it's endless.
Ayuk. You don't have to have a laser rocket arm to shine.
Rodgers does though.
And Rodgers does.
He does. I think that'll be the perfect. I mean,
yeah.
Either of those two guys went there. You wouldn't doubt it if they were 15.
If I'm John Lynch, I'm making that happen.
If you don't win this year,
the Super Bowl.
If you don't win the Super Bowl, you can get one of those guys for a year. And Lance, who sucks, he sucks. He can still be there.
Yeah.
And then hopefully, he just washes away.
Trade him to the Colts.
He's too young.
Those
guys are too young. Oh, I'd love also a Rodgers to the Colts, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, they have weapons.
Rodgers to the Colts.
I'd like that.
He's too edgy for in Indianapolis. He's
in Green Bay.
Yeah, but Green Bay, they eat a lot of cheese. They drink a lot of beer. He's in the back of pickups with the 18-pack. Indy is different, man. It is super just conservative and tied up, man. It's just crazy. So I like both of those calls. I think Rodgers or Brady. I don't see Brady coming back, and I don't see Rodgers coming back, and I think 49ers, man.
Those are perfect. I mean, They're just if they don't win this year.
You don't see Rodgers coming back?
Not to Green Bay.
Oh.
No, that's it. I mean, it's either Rodgers.
It's over, Johnny.
Yeah, you can cut ties with Rodgers, play Love, and give the coach another year.
Yes.
Right? I think that would be your best bet. Rodgers wants out anyways.
So that covers our NFL. Let's go over the blue chips one more time, Rafa.
So, Eddie, you got him?
Yeah. So, just for NFL?
Just for
the NFL.
We got the Broncos game under 38.
Yep.
Jags and Lions over 51. And then the Raiders at plus 1.5.
Woo woo.
That's it.
3 picks. People write them down. That's why I always say grab a pen and a paper, or just play it back and watch the whole show again.
There you go.
And please please like, tag, share,
subscribe. We're gonna share more information on our $1,000 Christmas
giveaway
in 3 weeks. So
$1,000. Who doesn't need $1,000 right now for Christmas?
Your baby mama, your side chick,
your catalytic converter that got stolen out of your car.
For anybody.
For anybody, yes.
So
we will have more information on that via Instagram. Jay's gonna get that up first, but we're gonna start pushing that. We're gonna start promoting that. Share it with your family. That is a real deal. $1,000 cash. December 16th.
Cash, Zelle, Apple Pay, whichever way you want to get it.
I would love for you to come to the house and do like a Price is Right and give it to you right in the hand, like 100, 200, 300. Yes. So that is going to happen, and we're going to be more proactive and promoting that. But please share that.
Let's get a little soccer.
Someone wanted to talk about NBA real quick.
Okay, shoot it.
Shoot.
What do you got, baby?
They just wanted to talk about
NBA.
Talk
about NBA in general. It's still early for the NBA, and for me, NBA doesn't start till Christmas.
Well, okay, I know what we can do because we'll talk.
Amanda, who's your team? Who do you like?
Yeah,
Amanda?
who do you like,
still
Amanda?
On there, let us know.
We're gonna do a segment called "You're Fired," and I said I wouldn't do this, but since we're gonna talk about NBA. If you watched the Laker game last night, they were up 17 points in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And I know every week we fire somebody, but this week I am firing the whole Laker organization from top to bottom. It needs to be blown up and redone. LeBron, thank you. Thank you for the championship. Thank you for the shop. Thank you for Crypto.com commercials. I'm done. It's really bad. And in the after game show, I'm tired of Robert Horry, talking shit. Fisher. I mean, all it is ex-Laker players talking about how they would never do this.
The roster sucks.
I mean, it's just so bad. So that's who I'm firing this week. I'm firing the entire Laker organization. I feel like we do fire someone from the Lakers every week.
We fired Pelinka a couple weeks back.
Every week.
Every week.
Yeah.
Eddie, do you know who you're firing yet?
I am firing the Ravens pass catchers.
The receivers.
Oh, yeah. That is a good one.
They could have easily won that game, even if the defense messes up. 4 great passes right into their hands, dropped.
I veto this comment.
So Lamar's not garbage.
I don't think
and great passes don't go in the same sentence. But I'm going to fire the Oregon Ducks football team. You had a 31-10 lead. You had a 34-17 lead. To get, by the way,
to get to the Pac-12 championship.
To get to the title game.
Yeah.
To face SC, you hadn't faced them. You were in the top 10. You're going to get a New Year's Eve bowl, a New Year's Six bowl, or Super Six, or whatever 10 names they call it now.
Yeah.
And they just gave the game away. I fire everybody on that Oregon Ducks football team.
And deservedly so. I mean, they choked. Is it a choke job?
100%. They dominated the game.
Choke job.
They dominated the third quarter.
Choke job. If you want to fire somebody, go ahead and comment. We will support your firing, but you got to give a reason. Amanda's
team is the Warriors.
Surprise! Surprise! Another loss tonight.
Steph Curry, that handsome fuck.
The Warriors are amazing, right? Curry's amazing. Clay missed a wide open 3 today.
He
struggled tonight.
Clay, it's not just tonight. Clay is struggling a bit. He's showing a little bit of age, and what I still we got heated last time where I said this, but Steph is slowly creeping into my top 5 all time NBA, and I think it's so deserving, and he continues to show it. He's carrying this team.
How many wins do they have?
I think they were 0-8 on the road for.
What is their record?
I think it was 10-10. Let me check.
Is he carrying them to a under 500 record?
They're 11-11.
So he's carrying them to a
He
500
is.
record.
Well, think about it.
What a monster!
No, but think about this, Rafa. When he was hurt, they were the worst team in the league.
Yeah, no, they
got the number 1 pick. That's how bad.
He was hurt, and so was
Klay Thompson
and Draymond. Literally, none of those guys.
Draymond.
played.
Okay, Draymond is garbage.
We know that.
Draymond is a bodyguard. He sets picks. He talks shit. He has a podcast. Draymond wants to take Shaq's spot in the TBS TNT show.
I agree.
That's what he wants to be.
Draymond
is not a good basketball player anymore.
I disagree with you on.
Really?
I don't like any of Draymond. Doesn't have offensive skills, right?
He used to shoot the 3 decently.
I don't think he's
35%.
Never.
I bet you. Hey,
Never. Don't make a bet. You're gonna lose another bottle. Never. But he is the perfect guy for that team. That's why they won titles, except when they got Durant. That was just cheating. But
it was
those pick and rolls. Draymond's the engine of the team. He's the
also
motor.
the guy that punches your.
I agree with you there. Nobody's saying he's a good human.
I think he's garbage. I think he's garbage.
I always thought he's garbage, but I appreciate.
No,
his style
I didn't think he was garbage before. I think he served a purpose. He had some offensive skill, but along with the offense, he brought defense. He brought intensity. He brought rebounding.
He still brings intensity, rebounding, and passing, and I think he's an intelligent basketball player, which is important.
Tom Izzo's a freaking great coach.
He's a great coach.
We have some fires. So Ebook wants to fire the Green Bay kicker for missing the PA to miss the
Crosby?
plus 6.5.
Ooh!
Wow, great call, Ebook.
Great call, Ebook.
Great firing.
Jackie's firing you, Eddie, for not having some wine for her last week.
Whoa!
Some Camus wine.
I know, Jackie. When I bought this, I was like, shit, Jackie's gonna be kind of pissed off that I didn't have this wine last week. Sorry, Jackie. I'll get you in Vegas.
And then OT said we should fire the Mexican soccer team and Mexican soccer fans.
It's love that, and that is a perfect lead.
That is a great call.
That is a great call, and we can jump into.
Let's
jump into
Let's
FIFA.
go right into the World Cup.
Quick, Amanda asked about Jordan Peele. Is he the real deal?
What real deal? He's a good player. I mean, he's not going to lead your team to anything. He can score.
I think he's the real deal. Put him on another team. He's the number 1 option.
You think he's that guy?
I just think, like, in the Lakers or...
No.
I don't think he's that guy yet.
No.
He has skills, man.
He has skills.
Yeah.
He can shoot the ball.
He has
There's
skills.
certain things, though, about him that... If I named you the best player on every team, you can go through every team except maybe Orlando. He's not the best player. He wouldn't be the best player if they jumped on. Oklahoma.
No.
100%.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah, no, not. But that's.
He's not better than Halliburton in Indiana.
No. He's averaging like 11 assists.
Minnesota, no. Clippers,
No.
I mean, Phoenix, Portland.
I would say Clippers.
Come on.
Who's
stop
playing?
It.
Who's playing?
Doesn't matter who's
no
playing.
One's playing for the
who's on
Clippers. No one's playing for the Clippers.
You know who's on the roster. He wouldn't be the best player on any team. I'm not saying that. To me,
Well, they just gave him a big contract, right? So he's not going anywhere.
He's the second guy. He's a second guy.
He's the second guy.
He's a second guy. He'll never be that guy. When Curry's done, he's never going to be that guy. He can lead you on a night that Curry's not playing and you're going to play against Orlando or something. He can light him up for 50. We know that.
But you've seen him, what he can do. Like
100%.
you need him in the when Curry's not having the best shooting game. He's that dude that's like shit.
He ignites the bench.
Yes.
Yeah.
He comes off the bench and he ignites and he scores. I like him. I don't think he's a 1. I think he's a 2.
Yeah.
That's what I think he is. I think he's always going to be a 2.
I hope that answers your question. But thank you.
He's a great 2.
Yeah, he's
a great too.
Last firing Jew said, "Can I fire my wife for only packing 2 enchiladas for lunch instead of 3?"
Oh, come on, wifey!
2 enchiladas. Who has 2 enchiladas in an a la carte order? There's always 3. There's always 3 enchiladas in an a la carte.
Oh man!
And is it a dirty enchilada?
Come on, wifeys. Let's get those enchiladas. Minimum of 3.
Minimum of 3.
Eddie says minimum of 3.
Yes, I know for a fact because that's what Jacob orders. Hey, speaking of wife, my wife could tell you what comes in an a la carte order of enchiladas.
Yeah. How
many?
We're live.
Yeah, we're live.
We're live.
How many enchiladas? Go ahead, sit down.
Step over to the mic.
Step over. We have a guest appearance. Shanae Bird is in the house.
Getting home from a long night of work.
Yes.
You're in the picture already.
Just go.
Just go.
Oh, she's a train wreck.
Have you been drinking?
Yes.
Oh man.
I didn't want to go in front of the camera.
Oh no, you just moved 40 feet left.
Oh, sorry.
Jay, we just went over our segment of firing people, and is it Jay who wanted to fire his wife for only packing 2 enchiladas for his lunch? And everyone knows in an a la carte order, how many enchiladas do you get, Shanae?
2 or 1.
1.
No.
Eddie says 3.
3.
No, excuse me. You get 1 a la carte unless you order 3 a la carte.
Well, how long have we been ordering 3 enchiladas a la carte? For
Yes, because I order 3.
decades.
Yes.
Well,
with just cheese.
So
and
Jay
sauce.
got extras. What you're saying? Jay got an extra one.
Absolutely. If
Jay, you
order
shouldn't be upset.
an a la
yeah,
carte,
I guess, Jay.
Eddie thinks you should be upset.
I think you should get 3 enchiladas minimum.
Well, Eddie also always over orders everything.
Oh, now
Does
we're
he
gonna talk
overeat
about
it?
eating habits.
Eddie eats with his eyes.
Uh-oh.
Yes, and you can see how big my eyes are. So let's get into World Cup, okay? All of a sudden, Shanae is a huge World Cup fan.
Hey, it's
I'm
great.
always a World Cup
We're
fan.
trying to watch football. She's like, go back.
To the World Cup?
Yes.
That happened. Even Zach
All of a
said
sudden,
he was watching the World Cup on Sunday.
I don't think she's watching it for the same
She's
reasons.
watching Ronaldo?
She's watching the beautiful game, and it's not because it's a beautiful game.
She's watching Ronaldo
She's
prance
like,
around
why
like a
is
horse.
every man good looking? I'm like, well, they're all in shape, and they all have great fades,
They do.
right?
They do. They run all day.
Are we okay over there,
I
Eddie?
always watch the World Cup with you. Always. That's the only time I watch soccer.
I've never heard you say ever, can you go back to the World Cup? And yes, I have never heard you say that. Yeah.
So we got a big day tomorrow on the World Cup.
Let's talk about it because I'm not working tomorrow.
Oh,
and I get to watch the World Cup, baby. I was dying today.
So the 11 a.m. games on the West Coast are going to be awesome. You have the Argentina-Poland.
Is it 7-7, 11-11 again?
7-7, 11-11.
I hate that.
Well, because it's this is it. This is
Okay.
the last game.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
you don't want to see. It's kind of like on last game of the NFL season.
Yeah.
You always kind of put everything
It's on
together.
Saturday and all kinds of bullshit.
Oh, the reason those games are played at the same time.
Right, for advantages of knockouts and etc. So you can only really see what the other team's doing at halftime, or obviously if somebody's telling you on the sideline.
Oh,
Hey,
that's
The
why.
U.S. is up or whatever.
Oh, that makes sense.
Right.
Okay.
There was a game a while ago. It was West Germany, and some other team. The game within their group played right before them, and so West Germany just had to win 1-0. So they got a goal, and then they
That
just
was
passed.
it. So the next team can pass.
Ah,
So they kind of play it
that
like
makes
that there.
sense.
So tomorrow you have Poland, Argentina,
Yes.
Mexico, and Saudi Arabia. Huge implications,
Ooh,
both games.
That is crazy.
So Mexico, who has yet to score a goal in this World Cup, by the way,
Really?
has not scored.
Where's Chicharito when you need him?
Chicharito was
He's only getting 2 enchiladas.
so.
Ebook has some locks on those.
Any lock of Ebook is scary.
He
Let's
said-
hear him, Ebook.
Denmark -1 and France -1.5.
That's the morning games. So Denmark needs to win that game to get in, and France is locked in the 1 seed in that group, I think, if I'm looking at it correctly.
Viva la France!
You have the groups up, Eddie, or no? So
Where are you going, Sinead? Oh, we need you on the mic.
Who's your favorite player, Shanae? Is it Ronaldo?
In soccer?
Yes.
In the beautiful game.
It's Ronaldo.
You want my real opinion?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell you.
She's like all of them.
I can tell you who the best looking one is.
Is it Ronaldo?
Yes.
It's Ronaldo. He gives that Daddy Yankee vibe. I agree.
And here's the thing with him. He's a good human being.
He's an awesome human being.
Yeah, he's such a great role model.
I never really actually thought in the beginning that he was really that good looking, but then I started to see all the things he's done.
Makes him even hotter.
Made him
he's humble. Mm-hmm. And I know he's being drugged through the mud with this whole Manchester United thing, but I think it's bullshit. I mean,
he said some things, and
he wouldn't go in the game.
By the way, a team in Saudi Arabia offered him $225
Does he go?
million.
Wow. No.
You don't go, right?
No. You don't go.
He doesn't need. I mean,
everybody needs $225 million. Let's not say no. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's time yet.
It's funny because I never get Sinead to say, "Go get lotto tickets." Only when it's over 200 million, she's like, "Hey Eddie, it's 200 million. Go get a ticket." I'm like, "Well, I guess we didn't need the 7 million, right? When it was 7 million,
we needed 200. We don't want 7. We need 200.
She only gets motivated for 200 million and up. I always find that so hilarious.
I have 4 kids.
Like
7 million is not enough.
7 million will be gone after taxes.
Like after 53 million, she's still not excited about it.
We need 200.
No, it's not worth it getting up and driving a block and a half for 53 million. I always found that to be funny.
Oh man.
So back to the World Cup.
So E-Bucks, Denmark, France pick. Those games, Denmark needs to win for sure. The Lions won. France is pretty much in. France is facing Tunisia.
Tunisia, yes.
Yep. Okay, Tunisia is, I think, eliminated completely.
What is? Let me ask you this: what does Mexico do?
Oh, someone.
Mexico needs to come out.
Odie said Mexico has to score 5 goals, 0 from Saudi Arabia, and Poland has to win for Mexico to pass.
No, Mexico wins. If Mexico wins the game, okay. So Argentina is playing Poland.
Yeah.
Right. So Argentina needs to win. Right.
Which
or they can draw.
Okay.
What does Poland have? Poland has a draw. Poland has
2 draws?
No, Poland has 4 points. So Poland is the group leader.
Wow.
So Poland has 4 points. So
they have
Poland,
one win, 1 draw.
So they have 4 points. They can draw, and they're in. Now, Saudi Arabia, so if they draw, Saudi Arabia needs to win.
So it's going to be a war.
Right.
Saudi Arabia and Mexico game will be a war.
So if Argentina wins, Mexico, I believe, needs to win 3-0.
Okay.
To get in is what it kind of.
What is that? Say it's an 11. Is it 7?
Those are both 11 and 11.
Ooh.
At the same time, you got Argentina on Fox, Mexico on FS1.
Let's go to a bar in Pacoima and watch that.
Oh, you don't want to go to a bar in Pacoima if Mexico fucking scores.
I feel like I'm so excited for it. I've missed so many World Cup games.
Tomorrow is probably the most intriguing.
Uh-huh.
Because that group is completely up for grabs, top to bottom.
Yeah.
Top to bottom. Is like today you knew, like Wales, they had really no chance, right?
Yeah.
The U.S.-Iran game was intense. That was a must-win for both. USA advanced. Tomorrow, all the teams have a chance. Mexico's obviously the long shot, but they're more than capable of beating Saudi Arabia 3-0.
So let's talk about a little bit of USA. They have Netherlands on Saturday. Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's probably a wrap.
Netherlands, the orange, the mayonnaise on the fries, the fish. It's just disgusting. I've been to a Netherlands festival in Long Beach.
Oh God!
Everyone wears orange. The mayonnaise on the fries is real, and they eat dried fish. It's just disgusting. And I don't know why they wear orange. Orange is not in their flag. So I don't know what that's about.
Their colors are orange and blue.
On the flag, it looks like red, white, and blue to me.
It's red, white, and blue. That's like more like a burnt red, kind of, you could say.
Little
maybe.
Texas Longhorns.
But they've always worn orange and blue. That's what they've worn.
I mean, I dig the uniforms, and they definitely have studs on the team.
For sure. That's going to be an awesome game. That's going to be one of those games that I bet the under.
Do you think?
Now I'm going to give you a blue chip.
That's blue chip soccer pick.
I'm going to blue chip the over on Mexico and Saudi Arabia.
Which is?
2.5.
Wow.
Now,
you just said Mexico's hasn't scored a goal.
They haven't scored a goal, but you need to come out. They need to come out and put pressure right away. Uh-huh. It cannot be, we're going to sneak in a goal and win 1-0. Yeah. That does nothing for you.
Okay,
that does sense. Nothing for you. So they need a miracle.
They need a miracle. Many. I saw there's a guy on Instagram. He's a huge Instagram guy, and he's showing, how all these Mexican fans wearing the Mexico jersey, and they lose, and he rips off his jersey, and he has the USA jersey on.
Oh, I love it. So.
Odie said he needs Mexico to win to soak on it.
Oh, Odie, I hope you get it.
Oh, man. Odie, we miss you. We wish you were right here with us. We have some.
Jay's asking about the Messi and Canelo beef.
There's no beef. Canelo's.
I haven't heard about it.
So it looked.
Break it down.
It looked like Messi grabbed the jersey and the flag. I might have been in the locker room. The picture's not even clear from what I've seen.
Uh-huh.
And he might have dragged it on the floor there. I mean.
Canelo. When was this? When was this?
When they played Argentina-Mexico on Saturday.
They were in the same area?
No. Messi's in the locker room.
Okay.
From what the picture I've seen, he's in the locker room. I don't know if somebody who's listening might know better, but they're in the locker room, and it looks like he grabs a flag or a jersey, and he kind of just drags it on the floor, but you can't really even see it. And Messi obviously not replying. What do you got there? That's what he did.
It's a fake photo though.
Oh, that's a fake picture. Come on, guys.
That's ridiculous.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
So since we're talking Messi, I mean, the news is that Miami is reportedly going to sign Messi.
I think that's premature.
I think it's premature, but man, I feel like that's a Gretzky to the LA Kings type of, that was big for hockey.
This is like Beckham to the Galaxy, except Beckham was done.
Yeah, that's why I think it's bigger.
Messi's not done, so I don't think this is happening.
So you don't think it's happening?
Not next year.
Why wouldn't imagine if Ronaldo and Messi came to MLS?
No, and somebody
that
asked
would
Ronaldo,
set. I mean, I want to go out. I'm going to watch those guys play.
Right. No, and somebody asked Ronaldo, well, what if you and Messi played on Miami together, or someone? Maybe they didn't ask.
I don't want to see them on the same team.
Oh, I would.
I mean, I guess I would.
No, but I think those.
But who can afford an MLS roster?
No, the league wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not. No, they were talking about it on the Fox coverage there. Uh-huh. But I don't think it's time for Messi yet. I think he's got maybe another year or two. Maybe.
I don't see why not. Honestly, I mean, listen, he's an ambassador of the sport. I believe Ronaldo's. You want to do the right thing. Come over here.
I don't see it happening for Ronaldo.
In your later prime. He's not done. Like you said, he's not done yet.
The problem I have with seeing Ronaldo come over, let's say in the next 3 or 4 years, is that his son is
oh shit, legit?
Is pretty good.
And he's what?
Like 12.
Is he in Spain somewhere?
He was playing on the Juventus junior team when Ronaldo was in Italy. So I don't know if he's still playing on that team or not.
Yeah.
But I don't.
So where do you see Ronaldo ending up?
Somewhere there.
Buck says Ronaldo Galaxy.
Woo!
That's fetched. I think Ronaldo does.
I'd rather see him with LAFC.
I don't think Bale came to LAFC, was done. Bale's done.
And he was still the best player on the fucking team.
But it shows you how bad the league is.
It is bad.
It shows you how bad the league is.
It is.
It's terrible. It's so hard to watch. But when Cuauhtémoc Blanco came to Chicago Fire, he was amazing. And he was terrible. Yeah. Even in Mexico, he was done. And he came here. It shows you how bad the league is. I just don't see Ronaldo, because of his son, bringing him here. And this is not a flight where it's, Italy to Spain or whatever. It's not a couple hours on a plane, on a private jet.
Yeah.
It's 12 or whatever. It's not the same.
So what? let me ask you this. What would a USA win in the knockouts against Netherlands? What would that do? Because people don't watch soccer.
I'm gonna tell you that's false.
Well, I mean,
they did they did, they do those surveys and all that.
We
bullshit.
watch it.
Right? No. They did a survey and all that, and I think it was between 16 to 25. Soccer was the number one sport in the United States.
16 to 25.
16 to 25.
That has to be only on the West Coast and the East Coast. I don't believe anyone
in the middle
from Arizona to freaking Ohio is watching soccer.
This is some years back. I want to say it wasn't that long ago. I want to say like it was in 2019 if we can find it. I remember seeing it somewhere on ESPN or someone that posted it.
Yeah.
People here like it. Okay, and the league's getting bigger, and they're getting these stars. And if you see the LAFC games and the Galaxy games,
there's big, man.
You see the Columbus
the
game in Ohio,
is real.
They're packed. The
Dynamo,
Seattle loves it. Portland loves it.
Yeah.
Minnesota, all those teams, all those fans, they love it.
Yeah.
They love it. But, if you look at the people we hang out with and we talk to or whatever, it's, football. That's the difference. So,
Premier League is awesome.
It's if
La Liga, awesome.
Those leagues over there are superior.
It's unbelievable.
Well, who are the best players in the U.S.? Weah, Pulisic. Okay, those guys all play. They're over there.
Yeah.
They don't play here. They don't play here.
So that's why I'm asking. I think the tide is churning. People are starting to recognize. I got in an argument with Jacob about this. People are starting to recognize that you could make $50 million a year. Or more.
And remember, you're going to go play in those countries where their taxes are different.
Yeah.
Sponsorships are different. Here, none of these guys are getting a deal from Adidas or whatever.
So imagine this.
A couple guys.
Imagine Steph Curry's your striker. Imagine LeBron James in goal. And Jacob's like, what are you talking about? I go, LeBron James would be the best goalie on the planet.
You get Derrick Henry at center back.
I mentioned he's big, but I mentioned this a couple weeks back. If you went into the inner city and you played this game and you showed the kids, there's no better athlete in the world than in the United States.
I agree.
There's no doubt about it. Now because you got to remember these kids, they play. Cesc Fabregas was on the Barcelona. In the Barcelona club since he was 8 years old. Messi the same.
Yeah.
I mean, all those guys. There's a world-class players. Fabregas is obviously retired. All of those guys, they're playing when they're 7, they're 8 years old, and they're playing on these clubs with coaches that are training them for that.
Yeah.
Like you see guys, he's 16, he's 17, he's 18. They're superstars. Here, 16, 17-year-old kids are morons.
Yes.
Okay, literally, they can't even take out the trash. And if you start there, it takes a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would it do for them to get past the knockouts?
It won't do anything because the players that you need to get, the athletes in this country, we know are black.
Yeah.
Right? They're mostly in the inner cities. They're mostly in those areas.
Roll out a ball and a field. That's perfect.
It's not hockey. The same. It's
hockey.
Odie says Central U.S. plays a lot of soccer.
Really? I'm sure, that makes sense. I mean, because a lot of moms don't want their kids playing football.
Right.
And, I know soccer is very, very popular for younger.
Coaching.
Yeah.
It is coaching. If those clubs, like Barcelona has a club here, Chelsea, they have clubs here. Yeah. But how much are you using American coaches? We know you need talented coaches that have done this. When you get a quarterback guru, when your kid's going to be a quarterback, you go and hire a quarterback guru. Yeah. You go and get somebody like that. You send him to all these camps. Well, soccer's, needs that as well.
So will the U.S. ever be in that upper echelon of Italy, Germany, Spain, Brazil?
They could, but no.
Belgium, Netherlands.
No. Because in those countries,
are we notch 2?
No.
Where,
like, for me, if I'm not talking about this year, I'm talking over time. And you can say, Italy's top 5 in the world. They didn't make the World Cup. That's fine. Yeah. They played an amazing group.
Yeah.
But if we look at the last World Cup winners, it's Brazil, France, Spain, Germany, Italy. Okay, and if we go back a little further, Argentina. Where's anybody else? There's nobody else.
Yeah.
Oh, Croatia gets to the final. Okay, that's it.
Yeah.
There's nobody else.
Now,
so Croatia's that second tier. U.S. is not there.
Yeah.
Croatia's that second tier. Holland is that 1B tier.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Eddie. World Cup, is it North America in 4 years?
It's North America, they say yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
so it's going to be split. Hopefully, I don't know if they've announced
Canada,
that the U.S. gets that final game or not. We have the stadiums to do it, but they've had a final, 3 times?
How do you not do it in New York or L.A.?
Because they've done it 2 or 3 times. They've had it at Estadio Azteca in Mexico City. 86 was there, and 68 maybe. So they've had it holds 100,000 people.
Yeah.
So the city can hold. They've done it. They can do it. Right? So you're hoping for me. I'm hoping somewhere, not New York or LA. I think SoFi, the parking sucks.
Oh yeah,
something like
can't do SoFi.
Maybe Dallas, New York, that new stadium, something along those lines. And you gotta fit the people.
Yeah.
So Canada for sure shouldn't even get a semifinal game.
No, hell no.
For sure, no.
You're the Canadians.
But
Zach was saying it's played in the interseas, just Hispanics, not blacks.
Right, and Hispanics are. If we look at it, Mexico has played soccer forever.
Yes.
Forever.
Yes.
When you're born in Brazil, you get a soccer ball. When you're born in certain parts of Mexico, it's the same thing.
Yeah.
But Mexico doesn't progress. Why do they not progress? Because the coaching sucks. The coaching sucks. You have to. These players need training, need this and that. They gotta eat it, breathe it. In Argentina, there's no more. The most professional players in the world. All over the world, in every country, where in China, not Australia, but in China and Japan and all those leagues, there's Brazilians, there's Argentinians, and then if you're in China, there's Chinese. But if you look at some of those Chinese teams, they got like 3 Brazilians on those squads, in the starting squad.
Yeah.
The rest are Chinese. So, but when you go to those other countries, Belgium, blah, 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 dude, there's like 40-something thousand professional Brazilian soccer players registered.
That's crazy.
Argentina's up there as well.
So let's talk about our favorites then. Let's go right in. We've
Ebook said Mexico has the record for most World Cup losses.
Well, wow. But they've also appeared.
They're making it.
But they've also their qualifying is not very difficult.
That's like saying the Buffalo Bills, went to the Super Bowl 4 times in a row.
Right, but Mexico's qualifying is very easy. You're playing.
Well, yes.
Okay, so you play Cuba.
Colombia?
No. So you play Cuba, who doesn't play soccer. DR doesn't play soccer. Trinidad and Tobago doesn't play soccer. They do, but
they have to play us though.
That's it.
United States.
That's it. It's the U.S., Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras,
Costa Rica,
Canada, and Costa Rica.
Which Costa Rica made it.
Right. So, but that's it. So those are the teams that you're playing against, who are not world powers. Now you're in South America.
That makes sense.
So now
that you say it that way.
But now in South America, you have Ecuador, Brazil, Argentina, Colombia, Chile, Peru, Bolivia,
Uruguay,
Venezuela,
Uruguay.
So you have those teams, Uruguay, Paraguay, all those teams that are, by the way, most of them have been world champions, or Uruguay, Paraguay, and they've been there. Colombia's been to the final. They've been final.
So after watching group play, what do you see? Top 4 teams. What do you see? Semis, finals.
Spain looks the best. Nobody can.
I
right?
agree with that so much, man.
Spain looks the best.
So composed.
100%.
So composed.
Spain looks amazing. Portugal looks good. They don't look overwhelmingly good, but they look good.
Yes.
They don't look Spain good.
Yeah.
Right? Brazil looks okay. I don't think Brazil looks. I think Brazil
so many stars on that team.
Well, and if you watch them, just the angle they can get off a shot in is amazing. They can
crazy.
get a shot off from any angle.
Yeah.
England looks okay. I think England and Brazil kind of look. They're kind of playing down to the opponent. I think, except for their first game against Iran. I don't know. England doesn't overwhelm me.
What's your value pick? What's the value, Eddie?
Oh, 1 second. Zach said he believes the final is going to be France versus Brazil, and that Ebook says France looks like a beast.
France looks good, but they're too hurt. So when they actually play a team, like let's say Spain or Brazil, is that midfield, is that defense going to be able to keep up with Spain?
Yeah.
Okay? Now France's group is very soft. They allowed a goal to Australia, and they came back real quick with 2. So, and now they get Tunisia tomorrow. So it'll be another tune-up game. So, France was, the champ last year, etc. Croatia looks good, too.
Croatia looks good. They have stars.
They have stars. That's the thing with those teams. They all have stars.
Yeah.
But if you're going to look right now and pick, Spain has to jump out you the most.
Oh, they look like they're playing a different game than anybody else.
Oh,
Spain, it looks like they have 30 guys on the fucking pitch.
Spain has been playing this way for the last 12 years. 12, 13 years. So that Spain looks really good. That's my pick. If I'm going to pick one, I'd pick Spain. I'd like for Brazil to get there. I love the Brazil.
When's the last time Brazil's won?
2002. So Brazil won 94. 98 was France. 2002 was Brazil. 2006 was Italy. 2010 Spain. 14 was Germany. 18 was France.
Yeah.
So Brazil hasn't won since Korea in 2006.
You want a value bet for winners?
Yes, let's talk some. Because people want
People
want Saudi Arabia winners bets.
That's that Mexico game. That's that Mexico-Saudi Arabia game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fucking
That's
war.
gonna be Saudi Arabia wins and they're in 6 points. Think about that. You had no shot in this group.
Yeah,
you were the 4th team in the group when they broke it down.
It's crazy.
And now you have a shot to win the game tomorrow. Go home to your Rolls Royce.
Yes.
Right?
$700,000 car. Ghost.
But imagine if they got that for beating Argentina, what do they get for advancing?
Oh my goodness.
What do they get?
7 virgins.
Oh.
Evac said that Germany gave Spain the work, and Zach also said Spain didn't look great against Germany.
It's different.
Germany's tough.
Germany's world-class team, guys.
Yes, Germany's tough. They have studs everywhere.
So you act like they did, but when they played Costa Rica, it was 7-0.
Oh my God! And it felt like they were going to score more.
Germany's world-class. They had a letdown against Japan.
Yeah.
So that game's also going to be. That's not tomorrow. I think it's the day after. That's on Thursday. I think that Germany. Is that Germany, Costa Rica?
So what do we have as far as odds, Eddie?
So we got Brazil's the front runner at plus 250.
Neymar's hurt. I don't like that.
France plus 550. Spain plus 700.
Ooh.
Argentina plus 800. England plus 850. Germany plus 1200.
Wow, Portugal?
Plus 1200, right behind them.
What do you like?
Oh, for value?
Spain.
For value, Spain. 550.
700.
Spain was 700.
700.
France is 550.
7-1. I like that.
Group bet.
I like Spain for value. I like Spain.
Yeah.
So, but it's there. It's there.
Yeah.
I think Germany's still high, but they think Germany's going to win. They're obviously going to win their next game.
I really like Spain there. I really like Spain.
Ebuck said Belgium.
Belgium looked like shit the last game. They need to win this last one.
Belgium at plus 5,000.
That's what they're at right now?
Yeah.
They're playing terrible, and the team has completely lost it. They're talking in the clubhouse that they're old, in the locker room that they're old. De Bruyne said, we're too old. So, yeah, they're too old. They missed their chance.
Yeah, you said this was their last year of their golden squad or whatever they called it.
That's what they named it. Roberto Martinez sucks as a coach, I think. So, but...
Odie says
Fire Roberto.
Agreed. He will be.
Odie says that Brazil looks good even without Neymar. Maybe even better.
I like the way they look because when they started Fred played that. Fred's more of a creator. Neymar's kind of stopping the ball. I just don't know. The front three for Brazil's insane. They're insane, but it's going to be tough. Who's
better than England's front three?
Oh, 100%. 100%. Like Vinicius is top 3 striker in the world, I would say, at this point. So, and are we not? We're just knocking out Argentina. No chance.
I feel like.
What's Argentina at?
I think they're at plus 800.
Di Maria looks like he's 82 years old.
He played well though the last game.
And Messi looks disinterested.
Messi needs room. He needs space. That's why I was watching the game with the guy. He's like, why is Messi all the way back there? Messi needs space to create, and then he's gonna get his shot off. But he needs space. He's not going to body anybody like Holland.
What about runner-up? France at plus 550, Brazil plus 550, England plus 600, Argentina plus 1,000, Spain plus 800, Portugal plus 800.
I like Spain runner-up.
I like Portugal.
To runner-up to get there?
I think, he just has a. He's gone through so much shit. I think he has.
They have a team though.
I think he has such a chip on his shoulder.
But they have a squad.
Obviously.
They have a squad. They have a team. So I mean, it's gonna be great next couple days, and then the knockouts start this weekend. I think Holland.
And he's sort of like Kershaw. He's like he's done everything but take his team, to the ultimate.
They won a Euro Cup, which is in reality. I don't give a shit what anybody says. A Euro Cup is is difficult to win. You're playing all the teams in Europe, everybody. So the top 32, I think it is, or 16 or whatever the way they break it down. In Europe, all the countries.
Yeah.
You're not getting a group game against Tunisia and Australia and fucking Cameroon and Ghana and those guys.
South Korea.
And Japan and none of those teams and Mexico and the US. None of those teams are playing.
This bottle's in trouble, by the way.
Oh no, I see it. So I don't. And they want to say because Maradona and Pelé both won World Cups. And so they obviously use that against Messi and Ronaldo. They didn't win a World Cup. And blah blah blah. They also weren't playing against the athletes. Now are different.
I think I'm like 10 years older than you, and I don't think kids don't understand what Maradona did for the sport. I grew up right outside of downtown LA, and we brought out the soccer ball. And it was like Zach and Jay playing basketball. And when you did a fadeaway, you said Kobe.
Right.
When you did that, you said Maradona.
Right.
Like, he was everything.
Funny, when I shoot something, I also say Kobe. Swear to God. I swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, it's how you grew up or what age you grew up. I mean, Maradona was that impactful.
I agree. And he was world-class, 100% world-class player. Not a world-class human.
A drug taker.
But a world-class player for sure. 100%.
Odie says he likes value Argentina as a value bet.
At 800, is that 800?
You think they get their shit together?
As a winner.
Odie?
As a winner at 800,
plus
right?
800, yeah.
That's value as well. They were favored to win this thing. Or not favored, but they were second favorite to win this thing. So, by the way, E-Bug, your Portland -4 lock is dead in the water.
Dead
it was a lock. The third quarter, they were up by
They were up by
20.
20 in the third, and E-Bug has literally murdered them.
Well, we love us some E-Buck. I wish you were here, E-Buck.
Next week, E-Buck. Banger.
So, did we cover all our corners on the World Cup, man?
Does anybody have a World Cup question?
Yes, World Cup question. I would love to see the USA advance. Do we know if they did beat the Netherlands, who
the next game would be?
Who the matchup would be?
Zach probably knows. He's probably got.
Yeah, Zach is
turned into a diehard.
Zach
since LAFC won that game.
Zach has that board where the yarn goes
he's got
from
the
here,
whole thing.
from here to here to here.
He's got all the scenarios. He fucking push pins on everything.
Messi's at the top of the board. A picture of Messi.
Zach, if you're still listening, let us know who.
Who USA plays if they beat the Netherlands,
or who they can possibly play. So
yeah,
I think it'll be.
Don't say Spain.
No. That can't happen. Not yet, anyways. But we'll find that out and we'll know.
Well, we did. You're fired. We did.
Hopefully they do that.
The NFL. We covered a little bit of NBA. Verlander visited the Dodgers.
Uh-oh.
Yep.
Finally gonna do it?
I don't think he's coming.
4 years too late.
I don't think seriously.
5 years too late.
I don't think he's coming. Judge is still up in the air. We still have our bet on Judge.
I don't think you haven't won a bet against
I
me.
haven't won a bet against you.
It's not.
Yeah.
Hopefully you can win this one.
It's not looking good.
No. Odie and I have a jumping in the pool bet. Do you remember what that was?
Shit.
Odie, what was that bet? Because I know you're losing.
Oh, man. What was that?
We got to recap that. We got to find it.
Yeah, we got to go in the archives.
We're going in the archives and post that.
So everyone, let's wrap it up here. Thank you for everyone joining us tonight. Thank you to Daisy and Amanda.
Yes, awesome.
Our biggest fans.
Odie, you're the biggest fan, brother.
Yes, I mean, we're obvious sex symbols in the podcast realm. Eddie, thank you. Thank you for YouTube. I mean, how's the quality, everybody? Respond about...
It's great.
Really? Everyone gave the thumbs
Smooth.
up? I think...
You knew it.
Here we go, baby. I called it. I said it was Eddie's freaking laptop.
Well, it was Eddie's laptop and your fucking...
And it was also my...
negative 300 fucking internet.
So now, now...
Eddie had internet from 1997.
Yes. And if we can make a clip about this, listen, people. December 16th, 2 Nobodies with the mic, Christmas giveaway, $1,000, but you have to subscribe to YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and share it with 3 people. We can't wait to give that money away to somebody and make their day, make their Christmas better. Anything else? What do we want to end off on here, Rafa? What do we got? Last week we did our Thanksgiving thanks. What do we want to do this week?
No, I just want to kind of go over the, the blue chip stuff, right? So on the season, we're 24-20.
Money.
So we still have a winning record.
Yes.
We're still winning. Okay, and if you watch the games we picked this weekend, we were in every game except for arguably the Colts-Steelers game. So
let me ask you this, because I know this. If you're a professional gambler and your winning percentage is 52%, 55%, would you say that?
You're making money.
Yeah.
You're making money. If we're talking about 110, lines, right? So 10% juice on your line. You're still making a little bit of money.
Yeah.
When I go through these picks, I just don't throw shit out there and see what happens, right?
No.
Except last week's Raider game.
You back them up. No,
yeah. So for the most part, I do a lot of I do work on them, obviously, and sometimes last week we were 3-5, but we were in every game.
Yeah.
Every game we were in it. Okay, and we had huge lead in that Oregon game. The Giants game, we got lucky, and I always tell people, when you gamble, number one, don't gamble what you can't afford.
Don't be a loser.
Number two is the most important.
I'm ready.
Always, it's not. There's nothing for sure.
Oh.
There's nothing for sure.
Yeah.
So don't. Oh, this game is in the bag. No, there's nothing for sure.
There is nothing.
So we're gonna have wins and losses. If you cannot take the wins and losses, then you shouldn't be gambling.
You got to educate. Even Eddie's props. He's had a couple bad picks, but he's not just throwing props out there. He's researching. This is what this team does against tight ends. This is what this team does against the run. This is what this team. So they're educated guesses,
right?
But that doesn't mean.
So we're not going to lose.
Yeah,
we're not going to lose, and Vegas is there for a reason.
We're here to no shit. We're gonna explore it. But we are giving you educated guesses. We are giving you background for those people that really don't, do the research. We're doing the research for you.
Right. And you're going to, oh, no. Well, you guys picked, Oregon, and I loved Oregon State.
Yeah.
Well, okay, that's fine.
Great job.
Fuck you guys. You guys picked Oregon and screwed me out of $100. Okay. But we were up 31-10, just as an example. We're up 34-17. We're in every game. So when you look at our bets, you can already tell we're in the game.
Yes.
So we're either ahead, we're well on pace for some of these totals, we're there. Right? So when you make a comment about bitching because, you're terrible.
Rafa.
Yeah. Hey, you were in it. You were happy in the third quarter of the Oregon game.
Yes.
So, and we were all sad at the end of it.
Yes.
But remember, gamble what you can, and if you can't take a loss, don't gamble.
And also, when you win, save some money to play the next week.
Right. Build your bankroll.
Build a bankroll.
Build your bankroll.
So, with that being said, Eddie, you got anything? You got anything to end the show with, man? We're so grateful for everyone.
Thank you guys for listening.
We plan on growing this thing. We plan on being consistent. We plan on being here for you guys, not just through football season, but through every season. We want to get a heater here because it's freezing F out of here, but we want to smoke our cigars.
We're drinking enough where we're...
Yeah, so thank you to everybody. Stay tuned on the $1,000 Christmas giveaway. I want to say thank you to my main man, Rafa. He makes a big sacrifice to be here every time. Eddie, also very busy man. Thank you, Eddie, for making it out here. And thank you to everyone that's listening. Please share, like, subscribe. And let's take us out, Eddie, with some original music if you have some.
Thank you, guys. Salud.
Boom. Salud. Amazing cigar, by the way.
Really good.
Yeah.